The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. It's time for Van Buren County Warriors Baseball, streaming online on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
Good afternoon, baseball fans. On behalf of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network, once again, it's my pleasure to welcome you to another digital broadcast presentation of Van Buren County Warrior Baseball. Welcome back to the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth this afternoon from the Mildred and Eddie Ferguson Sports Complex here on the west edge of Keosauqua, right off of J40 as you head out of town. We're up here in the Norman Kissling press box with assistance from the Hoagland Foundation overlooking a well-manicured Perkins Field, getting set for boys high school varsity baseball action for you tonight. In the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division, Burlington Notre Dame Nikes in town to take on our very own Van Buren County Warriors. First pitch originally scheduled for 7 p.m., but due to the threat of thunderstorms later tonight, they moved the varsity game up to start at 5, and weather permitting, JV will follow. Once again, tonight, as I will be all season long, I'm alongside my camera operator and on-site producer, the incomparable one and only, Mr. A.J. Rowe. And my name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play voice, Van Buren County Warrior Sports. AJ and I, along with Ottumwa Radio, back again for the sports seasons of the 2025-26 school year. We will consider it a privilege to be with you on the call this evening. If you're tuned in, you already know where to find us. We're streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube channel this evening. And, excuse me, if you're choosing to make this broadcast part of your night on Friday, June 5th, 2026, hey, a big thanks for doing so. You know that we couldn't do it without you. This season, Van Buren County Warrior Baseball is proudly brought to you by these fine sponsors. I'm going to go right down the list with you. I'll give you the in-game sponsorship as we go. It's another edition of the Warrior Boys Varsity Baseball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. The school district sponsors the pregame show. The postgame show this evening, that'll be sponsored by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. Today's starting lineups brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. All my inning recaps, sponsored by the Complexion Company, your full-service med spa in Batavia, providing everything from laser and aesthetic treatments, IV therapy, and much more. Follow them on Facebook to see their specials. Warrior strikeouts by their pitchers tonight. Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski, your Polaris Ranger and ATV headquarters. All the innings, 1 through 7, if necessary. Brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua, now to serve you with monument sales and Irish Ridge Cremation. CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. Tonight's game time conditions, we'll get to that right before first pitch. Brought to you by the Van Buren County Hospital. Simply remarkable. Coaches and players interviews in the postgame show. Dixon's Mattress Outlet in Bloomfield. Call Darren today for a great deal on a new mattress, and don't forget he now sells area rugs too. Tonight's player of the game in the postgame show, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. Any pitching changes tonight? Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. Home runs by the Warriors tonight. Smithburg Automotive with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. My game recap in the postgame show, sponsored by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Ottumwa and the surrounding areas. And finally, tonight's first pitch in a little bit, brought to you by First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, your employee-owned community bank. Rooted in the heartland, visit firstiowa.bank, member FDIC. If you're a consumer in the area and need some local business, please make sure you give these sponsors a chance. They are a huge part of why these broadcasts can be viewed on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports channel. All right, we're going to start the pregame show with a 3-minute break, as we always do. AJ's going to spin up some ads from these wonderful sponsors. You'll start to hear from them. You'll be hearing from them all throughout the broadcast tonight. Then when we come back, we'll get into all the stats that I have prepared in the pregame show. We'll take a closer look at both teams coming into tonight's matchup. We'll take a look at the conference standings, leading players for each team on the season, the coaching staffs, how the records are looking for each team. All that and more, other action around the area we'll look at as well as we work our way towards starting lineups, national anthem, and first pitch of boys high school varsity baseball action for you tonight in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division from the Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua, Iowa, Perkins Field. The Burlington Notre Dame Nikes in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors. Back with you to continue the pregame show, sponsored by the school district. After this 3-minute break, you're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we're back with you here inside the Atomo Radio broadcast booth in the Norman Kistling press box with assistance from the Hoagland Foundation, overlooking Perkins Field at the Mildred and Eddie Ferguson Sports Complex here in Keosauqua, Iowa, on the west edge of town. Burlington Notre Dame Nikes going through their warm-ups, their infield right now as we get set for boys high school varsity baseball action for you in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Nikes are in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors. First pitch scheduled for 5 p.m. Let's continue the pregame show. Brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride countywide. Let's take a closer look at both teams coming into tonight's matchup, starting with the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes. Head coach is Chris Chiprez, assisted by Darren Orth. Next action for them is Monday of next week, June 8th, home for Pekin, 7 p.m. First pitch there. They are the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes, boys high school varsity baseball. Overall record into tonight, 3-4 on the season. 1-1 at home, 2-1 on the road, 0-2 at neutral site games. They compete in Class 1A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for Notre Dame is 3-2 in the last 5. They are 2-3. Their wins this year have come over Danville, West Burlington, and New London, while their losses have come to Central Lee, Mediapolis, Columbus Catholic, and Newman Catholic. That was a tournament up in Iowa City. Last time out for Burlington Notre Dame was June 4th, last night, Thursday, a 19-3 win at New London. Let's take a look at their leading players on the season. Batting average, Eli Olison, 667, Kyler Cameron at 400, and Tatum Warner at 385. Hits leaders for the Nikes, Eli Olison with 10, Kyler Cameron with 8, Landry Haberrichter with 6. RBI leaders, Haberrichter has 7, so does Cameron. Eli Olison with 6 RBIs on the season. Runs scored, Haberrichter leads them with 9. He also leads them in steals with 8. In the ERA department, Payne Protzman and Tatum Warner, 1.56 ERAs and 9.0 innings pitched. Warner will be on the mound tonight to face the Warriors. Strikeout leaders, Protzman leads them with 12. That's Payne Protzman. In the wins department, Hudson, Neely, and Warner were the players that were listed with a win. Burlington Notre Dame averaging 5.7 runs a game. They give up 4.9. The team batting average is 327. On base percentage 457. The slugging 506. OPS on base plus slugging is 963. No team fielding percentage listed. The team ERA for Burlington Notre Dame was 2.65. And the WHIP, the walks plus hits per innings pitched, is 1.76. In this series, Van Buren County leads 21-11, going all the way back to 2009, but Burlington Notre Dame has won 5 of the last 6. Last year, Burlington Notre Dame a 10-0 win right here at the Ferguson and a 5-0 win over there in Burlington. All right, let's turn our attention to the Warriors. Head coaches Ron Walker, assisted by Dan Smith and Spencer Elliott. Next action for us, right back at it tomorrow, weather permitting. June 6th, the Saturday, home versus Fort Madison Bloodhounds. 12 p.m., first pitch scheduled. They are the Van Buren County Warriors, boys high school varsity baseball. Overall record into tonight, 2-5 on the year, 1-1 at home, 0-4 on the road, 1-0 neutral site games. Warriors compete in Class 1A in baseball, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division in the state of Iowa. Conference record for Van Buren County is 0-3. In the last 5, the Warriors are 1-4. The 2 wins for Van Buren County came over Keokuk and Moravia, while the losses have come to Central Lee, Mediapolis, West Burlington, Davis County, and Pekin. Last time out for the Warriors last night, June 4th, a Thursday, 11-1 loss. That was up there in Packwood to the Pekin Panthers. Let's take a look at some leading players for the Warriors on the season. Batting average, Reed Kite at 500, Cree Kite 286, Keegan Young, Eli McKinney at 250. Hits leaders for Van Buren County, Reed Kite with 7, Cree Kite with 4, Keegan Young, Kinnick Millard, Eli McKinney, all with 3 hits on the season. RBI leaders, Reed Kite leads them with 4, while Millard, Cree Kite, and Jackson Meek have 3 RBIs. Reed Kite leads them in runs scored with 7, and Caden Simmons leads them on the base paths and steals with 3. In the ERA department, Kinnick Millard 2.33 in 9 innings pitched. Eli McKinney 4.67 in 3 innings pitched. Strikeout leaders, Millard leads them with 14, and Kinnick Millard and Hunter Stevens, he's on the mound tonight, each with 1 win. The Warriors averaging 4.6 runs a game. They give up 9.4. The team batting average is 230. The team on base percentage is 409. The team slugging is 287. The OPS 696. No fielding percentage listed. The team ERA 7.60, and the WHIP is 2.59. That's a look at both teams coming into tonight's matchup. Let's take a quick check of the conference standings in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference, starting in the North Division. If there's some wind coming into my mic, I apologize, but it's hot today and there's a nice breeze blowing into the press box, so I'm just going to leave my window open because it's more comfortable for this broadcaster. All right, in the North Division of the Super Conference, Hillcrest Academy 3-0, 2-0. Pekin is 5-1, 3-0. Highland 4-3, 2-1. Winfield Mount Union / Columbus is 4-5, 2-1. Louisa Muscatine 4-5, 2-2. Wapalos 1-6, 1-3, and Lone Tree is 0-7, 0-4. That's the overall record, followed by the conference record. In the South Division of the Super Conference, where both these teams call home, Mediapolis leading the way at 6-2, 5-0. West Burlington 4-3, 3-1. Central Lee 5-2, 2-1. Mediapolis got a big win over Central Lee last night. Burlington Notre Dame 3-4, 3-2. Van Buren County 2-5, 0-3. Danville's 0-5, 0-4, and New London is 0-7, 0-3. Once again, that's the overall record, followed by the conference record. Other action around the Super Conference tonight in the South Division, Hillcrest Academy at Mediapolis in a cross-divisional matchup. That should be a good one. West Burlington is at Central Lee. Burlington Notre Dame right here to take on the Warriors, and New London is at Danville. The North Division of the Super Conference, once again, Hillcrest Academy at Mediapolis in that crossover matchup. Pekin is at Wapello. Winfield Mount Union / Columbus at Highland, and Lone Tree in a non-conference battle is at Springville. Other area teams in action tonight. Mid-Prairie is at Fairfield. Clark Community from Osceola is at Cardinal, and Sheraton is at Davis County. Let's look at other action around the area tonight. Right now, the coaches meeting at home plate with the umpires. I think we got time for another 3-minute break here to kind of finish up the pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where Superintendent Jeremy Hissom and his staff, they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. That 3-minute break will hopefully cover the introduction of the starting lineups and the national anthem. And after that, we'll have first pitch for you boys high school varsity baseball action coming up in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. The Burlington Notre Dame Nikes in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors. Back with you for first pitch after this 3-minute break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Summer travel season is here. Are you ready? With Pilot Grove Savings Bank's digital banking tools, you can manage your money anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, and stay connected, whether you're at home or on the road. Stop into any of our 17 locations or give your nearest branch a call and travel with confidence this summer. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Banking made easy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you here at the Atomo Radio broadcast booth, getting set for tonight's ball game. The Burlington Notre Dame Nikes in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors. Let's go over the Notre Dame starting lineup quickly for you. Starting lineups tonight brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. Leading off for Notre Dame, number 3, Landry Haberrichter, a senior, playing center field. Batting second is number 1, Garrison Reed, a freshman, at shortstop. Batting third is number 21, Kyler Cameron, a freshman, doing the catching. The cleanup spot is number 13, Eli Olison, a senior, in left field. Batting fifth for Notre Dame, number 2, Maddox Dewald, the junior, at second base. Batting sixth is the DH, number 34, Hank Humphrey, a freshman. Like I said, he's doing the DHing for number 6, River Fife, a senior who's playing right field. Batting seventh, number 10, Curtis Randall, a sophomore, at first base. Batting eighth, number 18, Payne Protzman, a senior, at third base. And batting ninth, Tatum Warner, the junior, doing the pitching. Once again for Notre Dame, it's Haberrichter, Reed, Cameron, Olison, Dewald, Humphrey for Fife, Randall, Protzman, and Warner. On the mound for the Warriors tonight is Hunter Stevens, as the throw goes down to second. And I'll get you to Hunter Stevens. He's pitched in 2 games, started 1-0 record without a save, 6 innings pitched, 136 total pitches, 21 official at-bats, a .238 average, giving up 5 hits, 7 runs, 6 of them earned, 9 walks, 3 hit batters, 7 strikeouts, a 7.00 ERA for Stevens. And we are just about ready to go. Haberrichter going to step in there. Stevens, the lefty, here he comes. A bunt right off the mound. It's going to be a beauty. Creekite in to try to feel it, and Haberrichter on the first pitch is going to have himself a bunt single on the infield. So immediately, and he's trouble on the base pass. He's a state champ in 2A in the 100-meter, I think. So Stevens gives up a hit on the first pitch. We're underway tonight at 5:01 p.m. Haberrichter was at 353. In there next is Garrison Reed in the 2 spot. He's at 176 playing short. Hunter Stevens, a called strike on the first pitch to Reed, 0-1. Reed is number 1, freshman, shortstop. Get to the game time conditions. 82 degrees, feels like 89. 77% humidity, wind south-southwest 12 miles per hour. The next pitch, there goes Haberrichter, is a called strike. Simmons will not throw. 0-2 to the batter, Reed. Haberrichter down to second on a stolen base in scoring position with nobody out. Hope you enjoyed the pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District. Starting lineups were Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. All the innings, Cranston Family Funeral Home. Hunter Stevens, any strikeouts he gets, Slayton Polaris. First pitch tonight brought to you by First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, your employee-owned community bank rooted in the heartland. Visit firstiowa.bank, member FDIC. So we're just underway here from the Ferguson Sports Complex. 3 pitches, and Notre Dame has a hit and a stolen base and a runner at second with nobody out. To count 0-2 to Garrison Reed. That pitch high and outside from Hunter Stevens. It's 1-2 now to Reed. Warrior defense, left to right, Boley, McKinney, and Young. Third to first, Creekite, Reed Kite, Kinnick Millard, Colton Kirkhart. Stevens coming to the plate. That's outside. And the count even at 2-2 to Reed. It's Stevens on the mound, Simmons behind the plate for the Warriors. Haber-Richter still at second, Stevens the 2-2. Fouled back into the fence, a little bit down and to the right of us. We'll do it again from 2-2. Notre Dame, a big win over New London last night. The Warriors a loss to Pekin. We'll go over the Warrior lineup after the break between half innings here. Stevens eyeing Haber-Richter. There he goes. Here's the pitch. Swinging and foul tip. Back to the screen. He'll have to retreat to second, and we'll do it again from 2-2. Hunter Stevens to Garrison Reed. Cameron on deck for Notre Dame. McKinney shaded a little bit towards left. Here's the pitch. Followed off right side, up and out of play. Once again, another 2-2 will be on the way. Boley in left, Young in right. Medium depth straight away. Like I said, McKinney shaded a little bit towards left with the right-handed batter. Warrior infield about where you'd expect to find him. Kinnick Millard at second, closer to the bag, trying to keep Haber-Richter close. Like I said, he's leading him in steals. He's a 100-meter champion two-way. He's dangerous on the base pass. This time he stays put. Pitch fouled off by Reed, right side, out of play again. He's hanging tough against Hunter Stevens. Haber-Richter only saw a pitch, so Reed has seen 8 pitches. Pitch number 9 from Stevens to Reed is the next one. Out of the stretch, there goes Haber-Richter. Pitch is high and outside to throw down. They won't get him. 3-2 now to the batter, Reed. Haber-Richter has stolen 2 bases. He's all the way around to third with nobody out. 1 on, nobody out. The runner at third is Haber-Richter. 3-2 is the count to Reed. Cameron is on deck. Hunter Stevens will look in at Simmons. He's got the one he wants, and here he comes. Fouled back below us. And the good battle between Garrison Reed and Hunter Stevens continues. He's seen 10 pitches. Pitch number 11 to Reed from Stevens. That one, fly ball, center field. McKinney in, now back, a little bit to his left. He's under it. Eli will make the catch. Haber-Richter will score. It's going to be a sac fly and an RBI for Garrison Reed. There is 1 out now. Score Haber-Richter on the sac fly by Reed. So here in the top of the first, the Reed sac fly scores 1, and it's 1-0. Burlington Notre Dame. 1 out now, and the base is empty for the third batter in the lineup, number 21, Kyler Cameron, freshman catcher. 400 for him. He's in there from the right side, so we're Haber-Richter and Reed. Hunter Stevens coming to him. That's in there for strike 1 to Cameron, 0-1. The umpires tonight, Mike Plecker on the bases, Rob Radosevich behind the plate. Stevens out of the stretch, as he always does. That pitch flied to center. Swung on. Eli McKinney coming in. Oh, it's shallow center. Reed Kite, actually, from shortstop position, has to go back out. He retreats into shallow center, and he makes the play. So a nice heads-up play there by Reed Kite out of the shortstop position. Kyler Cameron flies out to shallow center with Reed Kite, the shortstop, making the play. Second out of the inning. Bases empty, 2 out. 1-0 Burlington Notre Dame for the cleanup man, number 13, Eli Olison. Senior left fielder, 667 for a dangerous batter. He was among the state leaders in RBIs in 1A last year. Bases empty, 2 out. Notre Dame up 1-0. Hunter Stevens to Olison. Outside part of the plate, a called strike. 0-1. That was the 15th pitch of the inning for Stevens. Stevens ready again. He'll rock and fire. Outside. Count even 1-1 now to the batter, Eli Olison. Seems like he and Protzman have been around this program forever, 4 years, but it seems longer than that as I've been covering Warrior baseball for about that long. High and outside. 2-1 now the count to him. Notre Dame, of course, went to state in 1A the year the Warriors went in 2A. That was back in 22-23. Here's a 2-1. Outside. 3-1 now to Olison. Stevens seems to have decent velocity here in the first inning, just a little bit of command trouble. Habrichter, he scored the Notre Dame run. He puts pressure on you all the time. That pitch swung on, fouled up and out of play to the right side over the Notre Dame dugout. Full count now, 3-2 to Eli Olison, the senior left fielder. Batting .667 coming into today. Right-handed batter, back into the box. Stevens, the one he wants from Simmons. Here's the payoff. Drilled to right center. That one's down. Cut off before it gets to the gap. The grass helping. And they're going to call obstruction on Kirkhart as Olison was coming around. He thought about going for 2, then bumped into Kirkhart. The ball did not get to the gap, so give Olison a single into second on obstruction of the runner by Kirkhart. Second hit given up in the inning. So Olison in scoring position now for the number 5 batter wearing number 2 Maddox Dewald, the junior second baseman. Stevens to him. That pitch high. It was over, but high. 1-0 to Dewald. Dewald, the second baseman, 294 on the year for him. So as Olison was rounding first, looking to dig for second, he bumped into Kirkhart. Didn't get out of the way. That's obstruction of the runner. That's a called strike. 1-1. It's interference if it's on the runner, obstruction if it's on the defense. Stevens to the plate. That one on the outside part, a called strike. 1-2 now to Dewald. So Olison takes that base. He's at second with 2 outs. Notre Dame leads it 1-0. The 1-2 from Stevens. Here's a fly ball to the left. Wind knocking it down a little bit. Oh, it's going to fall in front of Boley. Boy, it should have been an out. No RBI. Not sure if you can really give him an error on that, but it was misjudged. Probably, I'm going to score that in error on the Dewald. And the runner, Dewald will end up at second. He'll reach on an E. Should have been caught. Misjudged out there. E7. Score Olison on the play. It's 2-0 Notre Dame. In there now is the DH. Hank Humphrey swings, fouls that one back. 0-1. Humphrey, number 34 in the 6th spot. A freshman doing the DH, and for number 6, River Fife, the senior, who's in right field. Humphrey, 312 on the year. Fife, who he's hitting for, was at 333. There's the pitch. It's a ball. A steal of third by Dewald. He's over to third with 2 outs. Third stolen base of the inning for Notre Dame. Count to the batter. Humphrey is 1-1. Stevens working out of the stretch. Pitch high and outside. It's a tough call out there on that fly ball to Boley. He went back, and the wind, I think, knocked it down a little bit. It was misjudged. I mean, that's a tough call for a scorer. I wouldn't want that to be my job, but unfortunately I have to do it up here on my own. That pitch grounded to third on a couple of bounces to Creekite. He'll glove throw to Kirkhart at first, and Humphrey is retired for the third out of the inning. That play will go down 5-3 on the putout. 7, 8, and 9 for Notre Dame when they bat in the top of the second. Randall, Protzman, and Warner. So Notre Dame scores 2 runs on a couple of hits. There was an error, and they end up leaving one on base. 28 pitches for Stevens get the Warriors through the first inning. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll come back and do the Warrior lineup. When we come back after a half an inning of play, Notre Dame leads it 2-0. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here in the Antemmo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets, and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you here inside the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth to start the bottom of the first. Warriors trail at 2-0. Let's go through their lineup quickly. Leading off, number 13, Creed Kite, sophomore third baseman. Batting second, number 11, Eli McKinney, senior center fielder. Batting third, number 3, Reed Kite, freshman shortstop. The cleanup man is number 2, Kinnick Millard, junior second baseman. Batting fifth, number 17, Caden Simmons, a senior catcher. Batting sixth, number 10, Colton Kirkhart, senior first baseman. Batting seventh, number 1, Keegan Young, senior right fielder. Batting eighth, number 7, Parker Boley, sophomore left fielder. Batting ninth, the DH, number 14, Jackson Meek, the junior. He's hitting for number 5, Hunter Stevens, the freshman, who's on the mound. Once again, it's Creed Kite, McKinney, Reed Kite, Millard, Simmons, Kirkhart. First pitch is a called strike to Creed Kite, 0-1. Young, Boley, and Meek for Stevens. That's the Warrior lineup, brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center sponsors the starting lineups. Tatum Warner, that pitch swung on the second pitch, hit to right. Right fielder cannot find it, and it's down for a hit. Creed Kite on his horse around first. He'll be into second with a stand-up double to lead off things for the Warriors. First hit of the game, first hit given up by Warner. In there next is going to be Eli McKinney, the junior center fielder, wears number 11. Let's try to set you up the pitching, other side of the pitching matchup here. Warner on the mound for Notre Dame. Pitched in 2 games, started in both, a 1-1 record without a save, 9 innings pitched, 133 total pitches, 40 official at-bats against him, a 175 average. Given up 7 hits, 6 runs, 2 of them earned, 1 walk. Here's the pitch, a bunt, foul by McKinney. He's walked 1, hit 1 batter, struck out 9, a 1.56 ERA. That's the setup of the hurler for Notre Dame. A righty, Tatum Warner. Count to McKinney is 0-1 after that foul bunt attempt to try to move Creed Kite over. He's on second scoring position with nobody out after his leadoff double as Fife out there couldn't find that one. Out of the stretch now is Warner. Here he comes to McKinney. In there for a called strike. 0-2. To the batter in the number 2 spot in the order tonight for the Warriors. McKinney, the senior, he's in there from the left side. Shortstop tapping his glove, trying to keep Creed Kite close. Second baseman over at his spot. McKinney fouls that one off left side out of play. Do it again from 0-2. Notre Dame defense, left to right. Olesen, Haber-Richter, and Fife. Third to first. Protzman, Reed, Dewald, Randall. Cameron behind the plate, Warner on the mound. He comes set. And they'll try to pick him off. Creed Kite is back. Through to the shortstop covering. Did Warner on the spin. Garrison Reed covering. Creed Kite slides back head first. So it's still 0-2 to McKinney. Notre Dame outfield about straightaway medium depth. Center fielder shaded to left by 1 step. Warner to McKinney. A swing and a miss, and Warner gets his first strikeout swinging of the game. 1 out here and 1 on now Warner has a strikeout. He's given up a hit to Creed Kite. He's out there at second in scoring position. And up next in the 3 spot, wearing number 3 is Reed Kite, this freshman shortstop. 500 for Reed Kite on the season. Got a bright pink bat in his hands. He's in there from the right side. Now the second baseman keeping Kite out there at second, trying to keep him close. Warner, a look at him, and he's coming to Reed Kite. High and outside, ball 1. 1-0 to Reed Kite. Last night for the Warriors, can summarize that night against Pekin a little bit. Reed Kite was 1 for 3, a single reached on a fielder's choice. McKinney was 1 for 1, a single, 2 walks, and he scored the lone run. Creed Kite was 1 for 3. That pitch called strike to Reed Kite. Creed Kite had a double last night as well. Count 1-1 to Reed Kite now. So Creed Kite doubles on consecutive nights for the Warriors. Try to get the offense jump started. They've been shut out in 3 of their last. Here's the next pitch. Fouled off right side. Late swing. 1-2. They were shut out by Mediapolis and West Burlington and Davis County. Scored 16 runs against Moravia and only 1 last night against Pekin. So the offense has been up and down. 1-2 now, the count to Reed Kite, number 3 batter for the Warriors. Warner steps off. Creed Kite retreats to second. So the Warriors looking to answer back with something here, at least one, hopefully. Notre Dame took a 2-0 lead in their half, the top half of the first. Warner ready, the 1-2. High on a fastball. Count even at 2-2 now to Reed Kite. He's digging back in, looking to protect with 2 strikes. Creed Kite dancing around out there at second. Reed behind him, trying to keep him close. Warner, a look, in the pitch. Breaking ball. Oh, it gets past the catcher. Oh, Creed Kite, now he sees it. He's going to trot down there. Here's the throw. He'll slide in safely on, I'll call that a pass ball. 3-2 now to Reed Kite. Creed Kite to third on a pass ball. I think it should have been blocked, not a wild pitch. So Creed Kite down there with 1 out. A sac fly would do it. Another pass ball or wild pitch would score, or a hit. Let's see what Reed Kite can do. It's full 3-2 to him. Warner to the plate. Bouncer to first. 2 hops. Fumbled but picked up. Here comes the run. They'll record the out of Reed Kite at first. 3 unassisted, but give Reed Kite an RBI. On the RBI ground out, scoring Creed Kite, and the Warriors do answer back with 1 here in the bottom of the first. On the R Kite ground out. 2-1. Burlington Notre Dame. There are now 2 outs. Base is empty for the cleanup man, Kinnick Millard. First pitch is outside to Kinnick. 1-0. Millard, the cleanup spot. Where's number 2? Junior second baseman tonight. 188 on the year. See what he did yesterday. 0 for 2 with a walk for Millard against Pekin. 13 pitches for Warner. Here comes number 14. Kinnick followed that one straight back to the fence right underneath us. Count even now at 1-1. So the score is 2-1 here. Notre Dame with the lead. We have yet to play a full inning. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Kinnick Millard, right-handed batter. Warner, the righty, coming to him. Breaking ball lands high. 2-1 now to Kinnick. That last play made by Randall over there at first. He bobbled it, able to pick it up barehanded and beat Reed Kite to the bag, but the RBI ground out, swing and a miss. Maybe a foul tip into the glove. 2-2 now the count to the Warrior cleanup man. Warner's given up a run on a hit, also has a strikeout. That pitch swung on, fouled off, right side, up and out of play. We'll do it again from 2-2. Warner's given up that run on a hit here in the bottom of the first. He has 1 strikeout so far. Millard looking to try to get something going with 2 outs for the Warriors, and here's the pitch. Fouled off right side, up and out of play again. Once again, we'll do it again from 2-2. That was the 18th pitch of the inning for Tatum Warner. He is working out of the stretch with the bases empty. Here's the 2-2. A bouncer to third. Gloved by Protzman over to Randall for the out. Millard, the third out of the inning, 5-3 on the putout. But the Warriors get a run on a hit. There were no errors, and nobody left. 19 pitches for Warner to get the Nikes through the first inning. So we've played one now. The score, Burlington Notre Dame 2, Van Buren County Warriors 1. 60-second break, come on back for the top of the second. For Burlington Notre Dame, it'll be 7, 8, and 9, Randall, Protzman, and Warner. When the Warriors bat in their half of the second, it'll be 5, 6, 7, Simmons, Kirkhart, and Young. Back with you in a minute for more baseball. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we'll transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you, the Atomo Radio broadcast booth to start the top of the second. First pitch to Randall is a called strike one from Stevens. 0-1 to count to the batter. In the seventh spot, wearing number 10, is Curtis Randall, the sophomore first baseman. 333 for him coming into play today. He's down in the count, 0-1. Stevens, the lefty, coming back to him. That one too far outside on a fastball to even the count at 1-1. Notre Dame leads it 2-1. We're in the top of the second. Just underway in the top of the second. The pitch. Here's a bouncer. Cut off by Creekite at third. Throw to Kirkhart is a good one. And Randall is the first out of the inning. Up next for Notre Dame in the 8th spot, number 18, Payne Protzman, senior third baseman. 167 for him into play today. In there from the right side, as was Randall. Simmons just getting back behind the plate as he was hustling down to back up that throw. It was a good one, though, from Creekite to Kirkhart to get Randall at first. 5-3 on the putout. Hunter Stevens. Now out of the windup, here's the first pitch. Too far outside to Protzman. 1-0 the count. Stevens are looking at Simmons. He has his pitch. That pitch swung on a fastball, fouled off right side up and out of play. Count 1-1. Protzman. A big kid in there from the right-handed batter's box. Stevens coming to him. That pitch fouled back to the right of us, bouncing back into the left of the plate there in front of the camera, as you can see. 1-2, Stevens ahead. Protzman and Olesen, like I said, those two names have been around this Notre Dame program ever since I've been covering Warrior baseball. Here's a 1-2. Fly ball right field. It's slicing foul, stays in play, but Keegan Young not able to get to it. Good hustle, just couldn't get there. And we'll do it again from 1-2. Protzman, most of the way down the line, trots back. Simmons gives him his bat, and he's back in there. Stevens looking to try to put him away here. He's ahead 1-2 is Hunter. Here's the next pitch. Popped up on the infield. Kirkhart drifting into foul territory towards the Notre Dame dugout. He'll make the play. Protzman pops out to Kirkhart at first in foul territory for the second out of the inning. Stevens has retired the first two he's faced. Here's number 9 in the order. Where's number 7, the pitcher, Tatum Warner, the junior, 385. He's in there from the right side. 2 outs, nobody on. 2-1 Notre Dame as we play in the top of the second. Warriors looking to set them down 1-2-3. McKinney, center fielder, shaded towards left a little bit with the right-handed batter. First pitch to Warner. A soft bouncer. Creekite gets a short hop. Nice play over to Kirkhart. And Warner is retired, the third out of the inning. Another 5-3 put out second of the inning for Creekite. Nothing across for Notre Dame. They are retired 1-2-3. It'll be the top of the order for the Nikes when they bat. In the top of the third, Haber, Richter, Reed, and Cameron. So we'll go to the bottom of the second. Be back with you after this 60-second break. The Warriors will be coming to the plate looking to tie it up or take the lead. They'll have 5, 6, and 7. Simmons, Kirkhart, and Young. 9 pitches for Hunter Stevens to get the Warriors through the top of the second. He's up to 37 game total. Back with you in 60 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball. They trail Notre Dame 2-1 going to the bottom of the second right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you inside the Atomo Radio broadcast booth, the Kissling Press Box. Norman Kissling Press Box with assistance from the Hoagland Foundation. Warner to Simmons on the first pitch to the bottom of the second is swung through strike one. 5 spot for the Warriors is number 17, Caden Simmons, a senior catcher. Last night, Simmons 0 for 2 against Pekin on the season. 167 for Caden. In there from the right side, Warner out of a windup. Here he comes. Swinging strike 2. 0-2 to Simmons. Last night, from the 4 spot down in the order for the Warriors, combined 0 for 12. Got to get that offense a cooking. Here's Warner's 0-2. Fouled off right side. We'll do it again from 0-2. Hey, just wanted to give a big shout-out to a long-time Warrior sports contributor, Mr. Dave Kirchner. A little bit under the weather, unable to be here today. But I sent head coach Ron Walker the link to the game. Hopefully he's watching on YouTube. Fouled off the catcher's mask to this screen. And we'll do it again from 0-2. So hopefully Mr. Kirchner will feel better soon. And I'll be back at the ballpark. And we will see him at the ballpark. Hopefully sooner than later. Mr. Kirchner, we're thinking about you. High on a fastball to Simmons. It's 1-2. First batter of the inning. Simmons for the Warriors. Down 1-2 to Warner. Here he comes. Fouled off right side. Emergency hack by Simmons. We'll do it again from 1-2. Simmons with a good battle here. On deck for the Warriors, it's Colton Kirkhart. It's Simmons, Kirkhart, and Young, the 3 due up for Van Buren County here in the bottom of the second. Warriors trail it 2-1. Both runs coming in the first inning for each team. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Simmons is down on strikes, first out of the inning. That is the second strikeout recorded by Warner. In there now in the 6th spot is number 10, Colton Kirkhart, the senior first baseman. 143 for Colton on the season. He'll be in there from the right side to face the righty, Warner. Base is empty, 1 out. 2-1 Notre Dame, bottom of 2. Warner's first pitch to Kirkhart. Fouled off right side, up and out of play. Warriors late on a lot of those fastballs, fouling them off to the right side. And it's 0-1 to Kirkhart. Kirkhart 0 for 2 last night against Pekin. Part of that bottom of the order who just couldn't get things going. Warriors top of the order had loaded the bases in a critical part of the game. Here's the next pitch. Outside for a strike. Outside part of the plate, I should say. 0-2 quickly to Kirkhart. It was 2-0 up there at Pekin, the Warriors had the bases loaded in the fourth with one out and couldn't put anything across. The 0-2 missed outside. 1-2. And that was kind of the turning point of the game that I talked about with Ron Walker in the post-game interview. And after that, Pekin outscored the Warriors 9-1. After that bases loaded gem, they got out of that one inside, back to Kirkhardt up a little bit. Count even now 2-2. It was 2-zip in the top of the fourth. The Warriors loaded the bases against Pekin. They couldn't score. Pekin took momentum after that, outscored the Warriors 9-1 the rest of the way to win it 11-1 by the 10-run rule. Here's a bouncer to short. Glove by Reed. He'll throw over to Randall. Kirkhardt, the second out of the inning. 6-3 if you score along with us at home. All right, 2 down. Nobody on for Van Buren County. Here comes the seventh man in the order. Wearing number 1 is Keegan Young, the senior right fielder. 250 for Keegan on the season. 0 for 2 last night at Pekin. He's in there from the right side to face Warner. 13th pitch of the inning. First to Young. Fouled off right side. Out of play. 0-1. Warner getting ahead quickly of the Warrior batters here. Home plate umpire can have one person on deck, and nobody else outside of the dugout opening, so he's pushing the Warriors back in there just for safety. Here comes the 0-1 to Young. Low. Good stop by Cameron. 1-1 to Keegan Young. Not bad here right now. Little breeze, cooling things off, comfortable. That pitch line back up the middle. Second baseman to his left. He'll glove and throw to first, and a nice play to get Keegan Young. That is Dewald over to Randall. Third out of the inning is Young on the 4-3 putout. So Warriors go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. When they bat in the bottom of the third, it'll be 8-9-1. Parker Boley, Jackson Meek, the DH, in the top of the order. Cree Kite. 15 pitches for Warner to get Notre Dame through the second. He's up to a game total of 34. So we've played 2 innings. The score is 2-1. The Burlington Notre Dame Nikes with the lead over the Van Buren County Warriors. Come back with us after the 60-second break. Top of the third coming at you. Top of the order, Haber, Richter, Reed, and Cameron for the Nikes. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Atumwa Radio Group, YouTube, Sports Channel.
When you're rolling through the beautiful hills of Van Buren County, make a stop in Dowd's at Dowd's Quick Stop. Open every day. This month, try our pizza flavor of the month, Buffalo Chicken. Grab a large 1-topping pizza and 8 wings for just $19. Or try the cheeseburger meal deal. Burger, fries, and a 32-ounce drink for only $11. And don't miss the open-air cooler loaded with wraps, salads, pickle wraps, deviled eggs, and dessert. Dowd's Quick Stop. Good food, great people, right in the heart of scenic Van Buren County.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
All right, we're back with you here from the Atumwa Radio broadcast booth at the Ferguson Sports Complex, west edge of Keosauqua. To start, top of the third, Haber Richter in there. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a single and a run scored. Stevens' first pitch to him, too far outside, ball 1. 1-0 to Haber Richter. Try to keep him off the bases as much as you can. He is a very fast base runner, 100-meter champ in the 2A. At the state track meet, he's the leadoff man. He scored the first run for Notre Dame. He's ahead in the count, 1-0 Stevens. Squares to bunt. Pulled the bat back. It's high and outside. 2-0 to Haber Richter. He's a center fielder, a senior, wearing number 3, 353, in there from the right side against the lefty Stevens, who's coming to the plate. That's one's in there. A called. Strike 1. 2-1 now to Haber Richter. We're in the top of the third. 2-1 Notre Dame. First batter of the inning. McKinney shaded a little towards left. Haber Richter a swing and a miss. Count even, 2-2. So far, Notre Dame, 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors for them. The Warriors, a run on a hit, 1 error. Stevens coming to the plate. That pitch lined over the shortstop into left center. McKinney over there to get it. Haber-Richter around first. He'll stay there with a leadoff single in the top of the third. He is 2 for 2 now. 2 singles and a run scored for Haber-Richter. Third hit given up by Stevens. So Haber-Richter on first with nobody out. I'm sure he'll be looking to put his legs into motion here. Momentary pause. The pitcher Hunter Stevens retying his left shoe. Up next for Notre Dame is number 2 in the order. Where's number 1? Garrison Reed, the shortstop, a freshman. Reed 176 into today. He had a sacrifice and an RBI. Pitch to him is a strike, I believe. And I don't know what Simmons was doing. Haber-Richter steals second. I don't know if he was in between whether to throw it back to the pitcher or throw it through, but anyways, it was loose for a minute there. 0-1 the count to Reed. Ooh, that one inside and it hit him. First hit batter of the game sends Reed to first. Notre Dame now two on, nobody out for the number 3 hitter in the order, number 21, Kyler Cameron, freshman catcher. He's 0 for 1, pop out to short. 400 on the year. Stevens coming to him, a bunt. Stevens off the mound to get it, and he's not going to have a play anywhere. Warrior bunt coverage, not great right now, but those are some good bunts from Notre Dame as well. So an infield hit. First 3 have reached. Haber-Richter to third, Reed to second, Cameron to first on 2 hits and a hit by pitch. Notre Dame is loading them up with nobody out. 4th hit given up by Stevens on 8 pitches. Notre Dame has loaded him up for the cleanup man, number 13, Eli Olison, senior left fielder. He's 1 for 1 with a single run scored. 667 for him into play today. One of the leading RBI people in 1A last year. Watch out here. Stevens to Olison, drilled to center. McKinney in. He dives and makes a catch. Runner at third, tags. He'll get it back into Reed Kite, but it will be a sac fly as Haber-Richter with the good speed scores from third. Everybody else on the bases stays put. Olison, the first out of the inning, on the line out to McKinney in center. Here in the top of the third, it's 3-1 now. Burlington Notre Dame on the Olison sac fly. So first and second, 1 out. Notre Dame has tallied once here for Maddox Dewald. There goes a runner from second and first. The pitch is a strike, throw to third. They're both in there safely. 0-1 to Dewald. He's 0 for 1 on that. I reached on an error, stranded on the bases. So Reed steals third. Kyler Cameron follows him. He's at second now. Second and third, 1 out. A couple of RBI opportunities there for Dewald. He is a junior second baseman wearing number 2, hitting in the 5 spot. 294 in there from the right side. Stevens swinging a miss on got him to go fishing on a little bit of an outside pitch. So 0-2, the count now to Dewald. Notre Dame leads it 3-1. 1 out here, top of the third. They've got 2 on. Reed at third. Cameron at second. The pitch. Fly ball, left center. McKinney drifting to his right. He's there. He'll squeeze it. Runner's tag. The one from third will score. Runner at second stays put. So a sac fly for Dewald. He is the second out of the inning, but give him an RBI. RBI for both Olison and Dewald. That scores another run, 4-1. Burlington Notre Dame. On the Dewald sac fly. The first pitch is popped, or flied, I should say, to right center. McKinney drifts over and catches that one. That was off the bat of number 34, Hank Humphrey. So he is the third out of the inning. McKinney, all three putouts out there in center. But Burlington and Notre Dame scores twice to lead it 4-1 after 2.5. They get 2 runs on a couple of hits. There were no errors by the Warriors. They end up leaving 1 on base. 13 pitches for Stevens to get the Warriors through the top of the 30s up to a game total of 50. So after 2.5, it's 4-1. Notre Dame with the lead. 60-second break, then the Warriors coming to the plate in their half of the third, the bottom half. 8-9-1, Boley, Meek, the DH, and Kite. Sounds like a bunch for Van Buren County. Back with you in 60 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Autumnal Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
All right, back with you on a shortened break here to start the bottom of the third. Warner swinging a miss on the first pitch to Boley. 0-1. Boley, the left fielder, last night 0 for 2 against Pekin. In there from the right side. The second pitch to him fouled off right side up and out of play. Quickly 0-2. To number 7, batting in the 8th spot, Parker Boley, sophomore left fielder, 154 for Parker. Warner beginning his third inning of work. He's working out of the windup now, and the third pitch of the bottom of the third coming to Boley. Swung through. Boley goes down on strikes. First out of the inning. Third strikeout by Warner. Up next for the Warriors is a DH in the 9 spot, number 14, Jackson Meek, the junior. Batting for number 5, Hunter Stevens, the freshman who's doing the pitching. Meek, last night 0 for 1 on the season. He's batting an even 100. Warner outside, first pitch to Meek. Jackson looked at a ball, 1-0. Next pitch, Meek flies it down the right field line. In play, but foul, nobody could get to it. 1-1 now to Meek. So Notre Dame so far through 3 plate appearances as a team for them. They've got 4 runs on 4 hits. They've left 2. The Warriors through 2 plate appearances, 1 run on 1 hit. They haven't left anybody. Here's a pitch. Meek looked at a fastball for a ball high. 2-1 to Jackson now. Four to 1. The Nikes with the 3-run lead as we play with 1 out, bases empty. Bottom of the third. Warner to Meek. Fouled off right side out of play. Count even now, 2-2. Need to get Jackson's bat going. The bottom of the order for the Warriors. Got to start doing some damage. Here's a 2-2. Foul tip into the catcher's mitt and hung onto by Cameron. Meek, a swinging strikeout victim, second out of the inning. That is the 4th strikeout recorded by Tatum Warner. Top of the order now for the Warriors. Number 13, Creek Kite, sophomore third baseman. He is 1 for 1 with a double. He scored the Warriors' run. In there from the right side. Kite playing third base today, 286 coming in. Warner's first offering to him, bounced it in there. 1-0, Creek Kite. So Notre Dame able to load him up there and get a couple of sacrifice flies. Score their 2 runs in the last half. They led it 2-1 going into the third. Now lead it 4-1. We're in the bottom of the third. Ooh, Creek Kite ducked out of the way of that one. High inside ball, 2-0. Base is empty, 2 out here. Bottom of the third. Notre Dame 4-1 with the lead. Warner in control right now. Warriors looking for a 2-out rally. Creek Kite a bouncer down the third base line. Glove by Protzman. Throw over to first. Scooped by Randall, and he held onto it and the bag. So the Warriors go down in order. Creek Kite's the 3rd out of the inning on the 5-3 putout. Score remains 4-1 after 3 are complete. 11 pitches for Warner to get Notre Dame through the third. He's up to a game total 45. Let's take a 60-second break. Notre Dame coming up in the top of the fourth, leading at 4-1. They'll have 7, 8, 9 Randall, Protzman, and Warner coming to the plate. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we are back with you. Atomo Radio broadcast booth from the Norman Kissling Press Box with assistance from the Hoagland Foundation here overlooking Perkins Field at the Ferguson Sports Complex, west edge of Keosauqua, just out of town on J40. You'll find the Ferguson. That's where the action is tonight. We're going to the top of the fourth. Here is Curtis Randall. First pitch from Stevens. In there. Called strike one. Randall 0 for 1 on the day. Wears number 10 in the 7th spot. Sophomore first baseman. Grounded to third his first time up. The 0-1. Fouled off right side. Up and out of play. Quickly 0-2 to Randall. Notre Dame with 2 in the first, 2 in the third. Warriors got 1 in the first. 4-1 Notre Dame. As we play from the Ferguson. In the top of the fourth. Stevens. High and outside. He missed with a heater. 1-2 to Curtis Randall. Been 3 sack flies in the game. That one too far outside. Count even now 2-2. 3 sack flies in the game. Kind of, I think that's the most we've seen this year. That pitch swung on. A looper towards first. Kirkhart back in foul territory. Can't get there. It's over him. Lands foul. So we'll do it again from 2-2. Stevens looking to put away Randall to get that first out of the inning. Keep the leadoff man off the bases for the Nikes here. That one just hitting a bad spot. Kirkhart got back there. It was just out of his reach is all I can say. It's good hustle by the Warriors. Stevens, the pitch right back up the middle into center field. A 2-strike hit for Randall. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He'll stop at first. First hit of the inning given up by Stevens. 5th hit of the day for Notre Dame. In there now in the 8th spot is number 18, Payne Protzman, the senior third baseman. He's 0 for 1 on the day. A pop out to Kirkhart at first. Protzman 167 on the year. He's in there from the right side with 1 on and nobody out. With Notre Dame leading at 4-1 here, top of the 4th. Out of the stretch is Stevens. Here he comes to Protzman. That pitch lined to right and through the infield for another base hit. Young in to get it quickly back into Millard. Back-to-back singles to lead off the 4th. Send Randall to second. Protzman on at first for Notre Dame. Second hit of the inning. 6th given up by Hunter Stevens. Right now, force any base. 3rd, 2nd, or 1st. And Ron Walker, head coach, going to bring the corners in a little bit. Infield in the middle. Look to turn 2 if they can. Tried to trade 2 and let that runner go to 3rd. In there for Notre Dame is Warner. He'll bunt, and a good one. Dead in the grass. Simmons is going to go to 3rd, and that's about the only play he had, but the runners are going to beat it. Notre Dame effective bunting here in this one. 3rd hit of the inning. 7th given up by Stevens. Will load him up. Randall to 3rd. Protzman to 2nd. Warner to first on an infield hit for the top of the order, and this is trouble for the Warriors. Now bases loaded, nobody out. They trail it 4-1 here in the top of the fourth for Haberrichter, who's 2 for 2 with a couple of singles, 2 runs scored. 3:53 on the season for Landry. A bouncer down the third base line towards his head coach, Chipperez. It's foul. Oh, and 1, the count to Haberrichter. Where's number 3, the leadoff man, senior center fielder. Looking to do more damage for Notre Dame. Stevens coming to him. Outside, he let it go for ball 1. 1-1 to count to the batter, Haberrichter. Stevens out of the stretch with the bases loaded. Here comes a 1-1. Nope. Well, that one farther outside. Good stop by Simmons. It's 2-1 to Haberrichter. Now no place to put him. Timeout. Head coach Ron Walker going to come out and have a quick chat with Stevens with the bases loaded and nobody out. Maybe lost a little bit of command here just to try to settle him down. Warriors could really use a double play here. Haberrichter, somebody who usually makes pretty good contact. So be ready infield on a sharply hit ball. They'll have time to come home and go to first and get a twin killing if they could. If it's up the middle, they might just have to go around the horn and take a couple outs, but they'll trade 2 outs for a run right now to look to avoid a big inning by the Nikes. Bases loaded and nobody out. The 2-1 to Haberrichter is in there. Right hand raised by the home plate umpire. Didn't look like it has to be, but it's a strike 2-2. So Stevens would take a strikeout if he can get it. Here comes a 2-2. He does strike out Haberrichter on a little bit of an outside low pitch. Good job by Stevens. Haberrichter, the first out, swinging strikeout of the inning. That's the first strikeout of the game for Stevens. Brought to you by Clayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. All the innings today, Cranston Family Funeral Home. Here's Garrison Reed. First pitch to him is ball 1. Base is still loaded with 1 out, but now there's a way out of this inning for the Warriors if they can turn 2. Reed, no official at-bats. He has a sacrifice and hit by a pitch, scored a run, third plate appearance. Base is still juiced. Counts 1-0. 2-0 now. Scoreboard a pitch behind, I believe. Says 1-0 out there, but I think it's 2-0, yeah. Notre Dame runners have their lead at every base. The 2-0. 3-0. Low outside. No place to put him. No place to put Reed. Got to come in there now if you're Stevens to avoid walking in a run. 1 out, bases loaded. Notre Dame leads at 4-1, top of the fourth. That one is in there. Stevens gets himself back in the at-bat. Activated now at 3-1. Corners in. Middle back for the Warriors. Oh, on the outside part of the plate. Reed didn't think so. The home plate umpire, Radosevic, says not so fast. Full up. 3-2 now to Garrison Reed. So, Stevens will take a strikeout if he can get it. Then he can get it out anywhere. Or the Warriors look to turn 2. Here he comes on the payoff. Popped up. Foul territory. Right side. Kirkhart over. It's out of play. We'll do it again from full count. If Stevens has a strikeout pitch, this would be a great time to serve it up to Reed and get out number 2. Or a sharply hit ball in the infield, third or first. I think the Warriors will come home, then try to go to first and middle, look to turn 2. Here comes Stevens. Oh, he walked him outside and high. So Reed draws a base on ball, give him an RBI. Put him on at first. Score Randall on the play. Protzman to third. Warner to second. Here in the top of the fourth, Notre Dame takes a 5-1 lead on a bases loaded walk to Reed. In there now is Kyler Cameron. Stevens coming to him. Looked at a ball outside, says the home plate umpire. 1-0 to Cameron. So it's 5-1 Notre Dame with 1 out, bases loaded, top of the fourth. Next pitch, drilled to left. Boley in. Oh, and he dropped it right to him. That's going to be an E7. He throws it over Creek Height at third. It'll score 1, and that's all. I guess he probably would have scored. I don't know if you can judge that a RBI. Cameron will reach. Probably would have been a sac fly. We'll give him an RBI, even though he should have been out. He's on base on the E7. Is Cameron. Score, Protzman on the play. Warner to third. Reed to second. It's now should be 6-1. Burlington Notre Dame. Let's see, Cameron on the first pitch to him. Cameron fly ball with an E7. Scores 1. The 22nd pitch of the inning. Notre Dame has tallied twice here to lead it 6-1. That one should have been caught by Boley. Literally hit right to him. Looks like we're going to change pitchers. Number 14, Hunter Stevens is going to leave the game. Jackson Meek going to come in out of his DH spot. The pitching change brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. So, the first batter Meek will face will be the cleanup man, Eli Olison. We'll set up Meek when we come back from this 60-second break. 22 pitches for Stevens to get 1 out here in the top of the 4th. He had a game total of 72. He ends up going 3 1/3, giving up 7 hits, no walks, a strikeout, 6 runs, and a hit batter on 72 pitches. Let's take a 60-second break. Come on back. We'll set up Meek, the new pitcher, when we come back from it. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball. They trail at 6-1 in the top of the 4th right here on the Atemo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we'll transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you from the Atomo Radio broadcast booth. Jackson Meek, the new pitcher for the Warriors, number 14, a junior, pitched in 2 games, started 1, and 0-1 record without a save, 4 innings pitched, 91 total pitches, 23 official at-bats against him with a .261 average, giving up 6 hits, 9 runs, 5 of them earned, 5 walks, 2 hit batters, 2 strikeouts, 8.75 ERA. The first batter he's going to face is Eli Olison, 1 for 2, a single, a run scored, a fly out to center. That pitch for Meek is low, ball 1. 1-0 to Olison. He's in there at 667. Like I said, it's a bad spot for the Warriors. He was one of the leading RBI men in Class 1A last year. He's got the bases loaded with 1 out. Notre Dame has tallied 2 already here in the top of the 4th to lead it 6-1. Meek to Olison. Lined on the right field line. Foul. Warriors catch a break there. 1-1. Just 1 out on that strikeout of Haberrichter. 4 batters back. The count is 1-1 to Olison. There's 1 out. Notre Dame has scored twice to lead it 6-1. They've got him loaded. Meek out of the stretch. A look to Simmons has the pitch. Jackson a long pause, and here he comes to Olison. Chopper foul, third base line. 1-2 now to Olison. Ball being thrown back into play to Jackson Meek. He'll toe the rubber and look into Simmons. See what they're going to try to give Olison here on a 1-2. Jackson will step off. Notre Dame runners. Third base Warner, second base Reed, Cameron at first. Meek ready again. Here comes the 1-2 to Olison. Reached out and a worm burner to second. Glove by Millard is only played at first. It'll be an RBI ground out. They'll retire Olison. Second out of the inning. 4-3 on the putout. Give him an RBI to make it 7-1. Burlington Notre Dame. So the Olison RBI ground out scores 1. And everybody else moves up. Warner scores. Put Reed at third. Cameron at second. The batter now low and outside the first pitch to Maddox Dewald. 1-0. Third plate appearance for him. Without an official at bat, he's reached on an error and has a sacrifice fly with an RBI. He's playing second base. 294 into play today. He swings and fouls that one off right side out of play. 1-1 to Dewald. He's in the 5 spot for the Notre Dame Nike order. Where's number 2, junior second baseman, 294, like I said. In there from the right side. Meek got that second out, looking to stop any more Notre Dame runners from scoring here. Warriors trail at 7-1, top of the 4th. 2 out and 2 on. That pitch swung on, fly ball right center field. Drifting over is Young. He's underneath it, and he will make the play to retire Dewald on the fly out to right. Third out of the inning. Notre Dame bats in the top of the 5th. It'll be 6, 7, 8 for them. Humphrey, the DH, Randall, and Protzman. But Notre Dame gets 3. All of those runs charged to Stevens. They get 3 runs on 3 hits. There was an error by the Warriors, and they end up leaving 2 on base. So 7 pitches for Meek to help out in the 4th and get the Warriors out of trouble. After 3.5, it's 7-1 down. Nike's with the lead over the Warriors, but Van Buren County coming up looking for some runs in the bottom of the 4th. When we come back, it'll be 2-3-4 McKinney, Reed, Kite, and Millard coming up for Van Buren County. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you, the Atomo Radio broadcast booth. First batter of the inning, Eli McKinney in the bottom of the 4th for the Warriors. He takes ball 1 from Warner. 1-0 to McKinney. He's 0 for 1 with a swinging strikeout. Warner beginning work in his 4th inning. 46 game total pitches now. Here he comes to McKinney. That pitch swung on, popped up on the infield. Third baseman on the dirt. Wind playing tricks with it. Protzman is back and able to make the catch. On the second pitch, McKinney first out of the inning on the pop out to third base. Warner has given up 1 run on a hit. Struck out 4. And now 47 game total pitches working in his 4th inning. So 1 out, nobody on for the 3-man in the order. Wearing number 3, Reed Kite, freshman shortstop. He was at 500 coming into today. He's 0 for 1, retired 3 unassisted. Warner, they'll wind up and pitch to Reed Kite inside. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Notre Dame leads it 7-1. Center fielder Haber-Richter shaded towards right a little bit for Reed Kite. That pitch in there for a called strike. 1-1 now to him. Left and right fielders about medium straight away. Infield, of course, is back with nobody on. And that 1 out. Here comes a 1-1 from Warner to Reed Kite. Grounder to first. gloved by Randall. He says, no need to flip it to the pitcher. I'll take it myself. He steps on the bag for out number 2. Reed Kite, for the second time today, retired 3 unassisted. He's 0 for 2. Up next for the Warriors, a cleanup man, number 2, Kinnick Miller, junior second baseman. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to third. Into today, 188 for the right-handed batter, Millard. Warriors just having trouble. The offense right now is just sputtering. Facing some good pitching, no doubt, and that has something to do with it. That pitch high and outside off the corner for ball 1 to Millard, 1-0 to Kinnick. And they face Gannon Gunn from Mediapolis. He's not easy to face. Faced Lotzau from West Burlington. He pitched well. That one in there, called strike. Davis County, that pitcher, I forgot his name, but he pitched well against us. And Adam last night at Pekin was throwing well, so hasn't been easy, that's for sure. Swing and a miss by Millard, 1-2. Bases empty, 2 out. For Van Buren County in the bottom of the 4th, they trail it 7-1. Warner, a look in to Cameron, and here comes a 1-2 to Millard. Inside, 2-2 now. Warner ready again. He will wind and deal a 2-2 to Millard, who swung through strike 3, excuse me. So Millard swinging strikeout is the 3rd out of the inning. Warriors retired in order. Another strikeout for Warner, his 5th. When Van Buren County bats in the bottom of the 5th, it'll be 5, 6, 7, Simmons, Kirkhart, and Young. 10 pitches for Warner to get Notre Dame through the 4th. He's got a game total now of 55. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left for Van Buren County. The score remains after 4. Burlington Notre Dame 7, Van Buren County 1. 60-second break. Come on back for the top of the 5th. Notre Dame coming to the plate. They'll have 6, 7, and 8. Humphrey, Randall, and Protzman for the Nikes. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Temple Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you in the Atomo Radio broadcast booth from the Ferguson Sports Complex, getting ready to start the top of the 5th. Notre Dame coming back to the plate, leading it 7-1. Jackson Meek getting ready to start working his second inning, with a total of 7 pitches. School District sponsors a pregame show. Crane Concrete Ready Mix, the postgame show. Starting lineups were Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. My inning recaps, the Complexion Company. Pitcher strikeouts for the Warriors, Slayton Polaris. All the innings, Cranston Family Funeral Home. Meek is ready. Here's the first pitch. Low and outside to the first Notre Dame batter of the inning. Hits in the 6th spot, number 34, Hank Humphrey. Freshman DH, batting for number 6, River Fife, the senior right fielder. Humphrey so far 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly out. 1-0 the count to him. He's in there from the right side against the righty, Jackson Meek. That pitch drilled on the left field line. Will it stay fair? No. It is foul. Warriors catch a break there, dodge a bullet. It's 1-1 to the batter, Humphrey. Principal Brandon Stewart said that he's up here doing the PA announcing today. Humphrey did go to Van Buren up until his freshman year. Transferred over to Notre Dame for a wrestling program. Pitch high from Meek. 2-1. Finished running through those sponsors. Game time conditions was the Van Buren County Hospital. Coaches, players, interviews, Dixon's Mattress Outlet, player of the game, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, pitching changes, Dowd's Quick Stop, any Warrior home runs, Smithburg Automotive. The pitch from Meek followed off right side by Humphrey on an emergency hack. And the count even at 2-2 now. Game recap in the postgame show, Roto-Rooter. Today's first pitch, First Iowa State Bank. Those are our wonderful sponsors. You're hearing from them all throughout the course of the game today. AJ spinning ads for us during our commercial breaks. 2-2 to Humphrey. Oh, Meek tried to throw a breaking ball, held onto it too long. Simmons had to go way outside into the left-handed batter's box to secure that one. So it's full now, 3-2. To the batter in the 6th place in the order, Hank Humphrey. Meek the payoff. Oh, and it plunked him. On the left leg, I believe. So a hit batter sends the leadoff man down to first for Notre Dame. Second hit batter by Warrior pitching today. 1 on, nobody out for number 10, Curtis Randall. Hits in the 7th spot, sophomore. First baseman. He's 1 for 2 with a single, a run scored, and a ground out. In there from the right side, Randall 333 on the season. Humphrey has his lead at first. Meek will work out of the stretch now. Jackson a pause. There goes a runner. The pitch is a called strike. Throw down on 2 bounces. Cut off by Miller. Not going to be in time. 0-1. The count to the batter. Randall sent Humphrey to second on a steal of second. So a runner in scoring position with nobody out for Notre Dame. They already lead it 7-1 here. Top of 5. Meek is set. He'll check the runner at second. A long look back at him. Millard close to the bag. Jackson a look again. He'll step off. Humphrey retreats to second. Millard maybe 3.5 steps from the bag, trying to keep him close. Reed Kite not doing any holding on since it's a right-handed batter. He's back in the hole at short. Meek is ready. Here he comes. Breaking ball. Lands for a strike. To Randall. Count 0-2 to the batter. Meek is ready again. Checks Humphrey at second. And the 0-2. Breaking ball off the outside corner. Slapped at. Grounded to second. Miller to his left. He'll glove throw to Kirkhart. The Warriors will get an out at first base, but on the play, Humphrey will move to third. Randall's the first out of the inning. That'll go 4-3 on the putout. 9 pitches so far for Meek here. The top of the 5th. So a runner at third with 1 out. For the 8th spot in the order, wearing number 18 is Payne Protzman, the senior third baseman. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a single, a run scored. Pop out to the first baseman. Protzman 167 in there from the right side. Meek will try to keep that runner at third. The first pitch inside to Protzman, ball 1. Warriors trail at 7-1 here, top of the 5th. 1 out, 1 on. The runner at third. That pitch low and outside. Protzman says, oh, and a throw down to third. Be careful. He's back. Protzman was telling him not to go anywhere as Simmons made the initial stop. Count to the batter is 2-0. Warriors had a little trouble last night with some pickoff moves to first and third, committing a couple of errors and moving some runners around for Pekin. Simmons threw that one down to third, but it was caught by Kite. That pitch in there for a called strike. Kite over to cover the third base bag again. Simmons no throw. Count now to Protzman's 2-1. Protzman looking to drive in that run at third for Notre Dame. They've got a 6-run lead here in top of the 5th. Meek high on a fastball. 3-1 now to the batter, Payne Protzman. Senior third baseman for the Nikes. McKinney 1 step towards left of second base. We draw a line straight to the outfield fence, shading Protzman a hair. And time is asked for and granted to the batter. He steps out. 3-1 to count to him. Now he's back in there. Meek out of the stretch has his pitch. And the 3-1. He walked him. Runner retreats to third. Simmons no throw. So Protzman draws a base on ball. First walk issued by Meek. First walk issued by Warrior pitching in the game. Send Protzman to first and third with 1 out now. Ron Walker coming out to talk to Jackson. 2 on and 1 out for Notre Dame here in the top of the 5th. Nike's lead 7-1. The next batter for Notre Dame is the 9 spot in the order. Wearing number 7 is Tatum Warner, the junior pitcher. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a single run scored and a ground out to third. Going to take Meek out and bring Cree Kite in. So a pitching change once again for the Warriors. Kite will face Warner, his first batter. So 14 pitches for Meek here in the 5th. He ends with a game total of 21. Cree Kite going to be the next pitcher for the Warriors from third base. Meek will go over there. Let's get some changes here. Meek was the DH, then he came in to pitch as Stevens left the game. Now, Meek goes to third, and Cree Kite, the third baseman, comes in to pitch. So, Meek ends up going, well, let's see, he got 2 outs in the 4th, and 1 out here. He ends up pitching an inning. 21 game total pitches for him. He gave up, he walked a batter and hit a batter, otherwise put his defense to work. So let's see. Number 13 is Cree Kite coming in to pitch. This pitching change brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials as I reset my pitch counter. And we'll try to set up the pitcher, Cree Kite. Number 13, a sophomore, pitched in 2 games without a start or a record or a save. 2 innings pitched, 41 total pitches, 8 official at-bats against him, a .500 average, giving up 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, a walk, 2 strikeouts, 7.00 ERA for the new Warrior pitcher, Cree Kite. Notre Dame has runners at first and third with 1 out. Warriors would love to turn 2. As that one skips by Simmons on the Kite warm-up pitch. Warner going to be the batter to face him first. Warriors would love to turn 2 and get out of trouble here. Cree Kite would take a strikeout as well. Then he could get it out in a lot of different places. But 2 on and 1 out. And Warner trying to get in there. The umpire's not even behind home plate. Cree Kite still completing his warm-up pitches. And he realized what he was doing, did Warner, and he got out of there. So we kept it right here on the pitching change break, but that's okay. We had some things to go over, and we did. The Warriors got a hold of the runners without scoring here as they trail it by 6, 7-1 here, top of the 5th. 1 out and 2 on, first and third for the Nikes. Warner in there. Cree Kite is ready. Out of the stretch, he steps off. Runners retreat. He was not ready. Or didn't like the pitch that was called. He's going to toe the rubber again and look into Simmons to get a new sign. And a quick move to first, runner back. Be careful not to throw that one away with a runner at third. But maybe that's coming from the dugout as well. Notre Dame might have a play on here. I don't think Simmons will throw through. They might throw quickly back to the pitcher or throw it back to third. There goes the runner. Pitches a strike, and Simmons just fakes a couple throws and hangs on to it. 0-1 to Warner. Send Protzman down to second on the stolen base. Second and third now. 2 in scoring position with 1 out. That takes a double play out of order. Counts 0-1 to Warner. Kite still out of the stretch. A look back at second. That pitch swung on. Bounce to Reed Kite. And he's going to try to dive, and they'll get Protzman, who was off the bag. A run scores. Score Humphrey on the play. Warner with an RBI fielder's choice. Protzman is the second out of the inning at second base. Reed Kite 6 unassisted. So score Humphrey. That run charged to Meek 8-1 as Warner fielder's choice ground out scores 1. To make it 8-1, Burlington Notre Dame. It was a heads-up play by Reed Kite. He wasn't going to get the run coming home. Decided to try to get the lead runner, had the ball in his glove, and dove back and tagged Protzman out at second. So now 2 outs and 1 on. Check him at first. Ball scooted away from Kirkhart, but Warner stays put. Runner at first is Warner after his RBI fielder's choice. Humphrey scored on that play. Randall was out grounded to second to Millard, and Protzman got tagged out at second. So there's 2 outs and 1 on 8-1. There goes the runner. Notre Dame with the lead. Creekite a breaking ball. Simmons going to throw down. Not in time. Count 1-0 to the leadoff man, Haber-Richter. Send Warner to second on the stolen base. Haber-Richter on the day, 2 for 3, 2 singles, 2 runs scored. He's also struck out. Warner down there at second with 2 out in scoring position. Haber-Richter, the pitch from Kite. Ooh, a check swing. Got the ump in the left foot. Is it a dead ball? Runner went from second to third. I think it's a live ball. He's walking it off behind the plate. I think I'm going to issue a count. Did it hit something? Or is it a pass ball or a wild pitch? Now the umps are going to get together, Radosevich and Plecker, and talk about it. I don't know if it hit something. It should have been a dead ball like the bat or the batter. Or if it was just got through Simmons on a pass ball and went off the umpire, which would allow the runner to move up. Radosevich still limping a little bit as he's heading back behind home plate. I think the count's 2-0. 0-2. 0-2? Should be 2-0, I think, to the batter, Haber-Richter. So they're going to let the runner, Warner, go from second to third. I think I'm just going to have to say it's a pass ball on Simmons. It was high and in, but... Okay. Haber-Richter, the batter, was asking him if it was 2-0 or 0-2, and I think the home plate umpire's... He's still hurting a little bit. Wasn't thinking quite right on that. It's 2-0 to the batter, Haber-Richter. Now Ron Walker out of the dugout talking to him. He's going to ask him what they talked about when they got together, the umpires. I don't think it hit anything that would have made it a dead ball. The batter. Haber-Richter didn't react like he got hit, and it didn't sound like it went off the bat. I think it skipped off of Simmons' glove and then went down and hit the left foot, maybe, of the umpire, and which would be a live ball still. So the runner advances on the pass ball. Warner at third with 2 out. Notre Dame's tallied once here. Top of the fifth to lead at 8-1. 2-0 to the batter. Creekite coming to Haber-Richter. High and in. For a ball. 3-0. A lot going on there. Without a whole lot of action, I guess. So 3-0. Kite out of the stretch to Haber-Richter. Oh, over his back. Haber-Richter draws a walk. He'll go to first and third now with 2 out. Creekite, first walk issued by him, second walk issued by Warrior pitching today. Here's second spot in the order, number 1, Garrison Reed, freshman shortstop. He's got 4th time up, no official plate appearance. He's got a sacrifice, hit by a pitch, scored a run, has a walk. He's in there from the right side, first and third, 2 out. Warner at third, Haber-Richter at first. 8-1 Notre Dame, top of the 5th. Creekite trying to hold those runners right there. There goes Haber-Richter. Simmons will just hold it. Pitch was a ball. 1-0 to Reed. Send Haber-Richter to second on the stolen base. So, 2 more out there in scoring position with 2 outs for Garrison Reed. Reed on the year 176. Haber-Richter was at 353. Warner, the pitcher, 385. Warner and Haber-Richter, the runners out there at second and third. Here comes Kite. Or Creekite, yeah. Pitch just swung on, popped up. Who sees it? Simmons and Kite. It lands in foul territory. Wow. Nobody really made a... That should have been caught. It's not going to issue an error, but it's going to act like one. It's a strike to Reed. It went straight up and towards first, but basically above home plate, a little bit down the first base line. Simmons, I don't think, could find it right away. Kite saw it, and I think he thought Caden could see it. Nobody ended up making a play on it and lands just in foul territory and goes foul. Here's the 1-1. A strike on the inside inner half. 1-2. Strange play. Should have been caught by somebody. Somebody take charge. First baseman, pitcher. If the catcher doesn't see it, you got to let him know or get in there and catch that in foul territory and get out of this mess. The 1-2. Breaking ball. Grounded to Millard on one hop. Kinnick has it. He'll wait. Throw to Colton. And out at first on the 4-3 putout is Garrison Reed for the third out of the inning. Notre Dame bats, when they do come up in the top of the 6th, it'll be 3, 4, and 5, Cameron, Olison, and Dewald. So, let's see. They do tally 1 run without the aid of a hit. There were no errors by the Warriors, even though that pop-up should have been caught, and Notre Dame ends up stranding 2. 10 pitches for Kite to get the Warriors through the 5th after coming in relief of Meek, who came in relief of Stevens earlier. So, we're through 4.5. It's 8-1. Notre Dame with the lead. Warriors coming up in the bottom of the 5th. When we come back, it's Simmons, Kirkhart, Young. 5, 6, and 7 due up for Van Buren County. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here in the Autumnal Radio Group, a YouTube sports channel.
Summer travel season is here. Are you ready? With Pilot Grove Savings Bank's digital banking tools, you can manage your money anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, and stay connected, whether you're at home or on the road. Stop into any of our 17 locations or give your nearest branch a call and travel with confidence this summer. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Banking made easy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Autumnal Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you. The Autumnal Radio broadcast booth to start the bottom of the 5th, 8-1 Notre Dame. Warner back in the mound, a breaking ball in there. First pitch of the inning to Caden Simmons, 0-1 the count. Simmons 0 for 1, a swinging strikeout on the day, on the season, 167 into play. Warriors need to load him up and get the carousel a-moving. Swung on, popped up. Right side, is it going to get out of play? On top of the visiting bleachers. That sound was the tin on top. 0-2 to Simmons. So to recap that inning there, Notre Dame gets a run. No hits, no errors. They leave 2. There was a hit batter, a walk, a fielder's choice, another walk. And they did damage with some stolen bases. 0-2 to Simmons. Warner out of the windup, coming to Caden. Breaking ball, get past the catcher's glove. Cameron all the way to the backstop. It's for a ball. 1-2 now to Simmons. Warriors with a run last night up in Pekin by McKinney. Scored that one in the 5th inning. They've got 1 so far here today. That's not going to do it. Outside on a fastball. Snapped the glove of the catcher Cameron. For a ball, 2-2. Warner started this inning with 55 game total pitches. He's up to 59 after 4 pitches to Simmons. It's 2-2. He's got the one he wants and the pitch. A bouncer to short, 2 hops. Reed has it, gloves, throws to Randall. Simmons is out 6-3. First out of the inning. Caden 0 for 2 on the day. Up next in the 6th spot is number 10, Colton Kirkhart, senior first baseman. He's 0 for 1 on the day, a grounder to short. Colton on the season into action, 143. So 1 out, nobody on for the Warriors as they bat in the bottom half of the 5th, trailing it by 7, 8-1. Warner's been in control. First pitch to Kirkhart on the way. Another bouncer, this time backhanded at short by Reed. A strong throw to Randall. He's got both putouts as Kirkhart is the second out of the inning, also 6-3. So 6 pitches to get 2 outs. And 2 outs, nobody on for the 7th spot for the Warriors. Number 1, Keegan Young, senior right fielder, 0 for 1 on the day, a grounder to short. On the season, Young came in 250. Right-handed batter, all 3 of them for the Warriors here. Warner, first pitch fouled off right side, out of play. 0-1 to Young. Warner, a nod to Cameron. Into the windup. Winds and deals. Outside corner, a strike. 0-2 to Young. Warner looking to have a quick inning. He's got the 2 outs and 2 strikes on 8 pitches. He's coming back 0-2 to Young. A weak bouncer right side of the mound. Charging. Reed, gloves, throws on the run to the first baseman, Randall, and Reed at short. Garrison Reed, all 3 6-3 putouts to retire the Warriors in order in the bottom of the fifth. So the score remains 8-1 after 5 complete innings, 9 pitches. It is a short inning for Warner. He's up to a game total now of 64. 8-1, Notre Dame with the lead. We'll go to the top of the sixth. When we come back from the 60-second break, they have 3-4-5 due up, Cameron, Olison, and Dewald. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the Complexion Company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the Complexion Company in Batavia today. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you, the Atomo Radio broadcast booth. New pitcher for the Warriors. Pitching change brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. It's going to be number 11, the senior Eli McKinney. So I believe Creek Kite ends up going 2/3 of an inning. Gives up a walk on 10 pitches. Used his defense there to that run. I guess it would have been run in that inning would have been charged to him. So Eli McKinney in there now, lefty. Ball 1 to Kyler Cameron, 1-0. He is 1 for 3 on the day. A single, stranded on the bases, reached on an error. Also a pop to short. We'll set up McKinney in a minute. Second pitch off the outside corner for a ball. 2-0 to Cameron. Third spot in the order, number 21, freshman catcher. 400 average coming into today. McKinney's third pitch to him is in there for a called strike. 2-1 now to Cameron. McKinney on the year has pitched in one game. Did not start it without a record or a save. 3 innings pitched, 65 ball. The next pitch, 3-1. 65 total pitches for McKinney. 10 official at-bats against him, a 100 average, giving up a hit, 2 runs. Both of them earned 5 walks, 3 hit batters, a strikeout, 4.67 ERA. And he just walked Cameron to lead off the inning. Leadoff man on for Notre Dame. Third walk issued by Warrior pitching today. That run last inning, not charged to Creek Kite, as Meek started that inning, left with 1 out, and that batter that scored was charged to him to clear that up. All right, in there now is the cleanup man, number 13, Eli Olison, senior left fielder. 667 coming into play for him today. 1 on, nobody out for Notre Dame here, top of 6. They lead it 8-1. McKinney out of the stretch, the lefty to Olison, the righty. That's in there for a called strike, 0-1 to Olison. On the day, he is 1 for 3. He's got a single, a run scored. McKinney ready. There goes the runner. The pitch inside a ball. 1-1 to Olison. Give stolen base to Cameron down to second. Check that. Olison 1 for 2. The single, a run scored. He's got a sac fly and an RBI. McKinney squares to bunt as Olison. A bunt on the third base line. Dead in the grass. Looked for a minute like the spin might take it foul, but the grass killed it. And that's about the third or fourth infield bunt hit for Notre Dame today. Boy, they really used that to their advantage. The runner goes to third. Cameron put Olson to first. First and third, nobody out. First hit of the inning. 8th hit of the day for Notre Dame, who leads it 8-1. Here, top of 6. Got to watch out for the 10-run rule here. Here's Maddox Dewald in the 5-spot, number 2, the junior second baseman. It's 0 for 3. A couple of flyouts reached down in there. They've got him picked off. They'll throw to first. Kirkhart will hold it. Now the runner, he'll throw to third as they got that runner picked off. Now he's in a rundown, and he's tagged out at home to throw to third. Stayed in the rundown long enough for Olson to get all the way over to third, but Cameron tagged out at the plate first out of the inning as that goes, 3, I'll guess on this, 3-5 down to Simmons 2, 3-5-2. As they had first and third, the runner took off. They threw to first to try to pick that runner up, but then the runner from third came home. They tagged Cameron out at home plate on a nice play there, and Cameron stays in the rundown long enough to let Eli Olson go all the way over to third, but the Warriors get it out. 1 out and 1 on now at third for Dewald. McKinney's first pitch to him swung through. 0-1 to Dewald. Like I said, he's 0 for 3. A couple of flyouts. Well, check that. He's got a sac fly as well, so he's only 0 for 2. Reached on an error, fly to right. That fly to center was a sacrifice. He did get an RBI. 0-1 to count to him. McKinney coming to him. Low and in. Count even at 1-1. Olson at third. McKinney out of the stretch is set, and here he comes. That one line to left, going to get down in front of Boley. Be an RBI single for Dewald. Back into Reed, Kite, and Millard comes the ball. So Maddox Dewald, an RBI single, second hit of the inning, and the first run. Score Eli Olson on the play. Run charge to McKinney. Here in the top of the 6th. The Dewald RBI single scores 1 to make it 9-1. Notre Dame. First pitch to the next batter is high and in. Throw down to first, not close. 1-0 to the 6th spot. Number 34, Hank Humphrey, the freshman DH, batting for number 6, River Fife, the senior, who's playing right field. Humphrey on the day, 0 for 2, a ground out, a fly out. He's also been hit by a pitch, scored a run. We'll try him at first. He's back. Is Dewald over there. McKinney, 13 pitches in the inning so far for the lefty. Kite out to center field from the mound. Meek to third. Reed Kite short. Kinnick Millard second. Kirkhart first. Simmons behind the plate. Still lets the Warrior defense. Bolian left. A snap throw over to first. He's back. Bolian left. Young and right for the Warriors, who need a bunch of runs to get back in this one. They trail it by 8, 9-1 here. 1 out, 1 on. Top of 6. Notre Dame has tallied once on a couple of hits. There's the pitch. It's a ball. Runner goes. Throw down to Millard at second. Runner is safe. The count to Humphrey is 2-0. Send Dewald to second on a stolen base. So now a runner in scoring position at second with that 1 out. Count to the batter 2-0. McKinney out of the stretch. Does not look at the runner. Here he comes. That's a strike in there on the inner half. 2-1 now, the count to Humphrey, the batter. There goes the runner. McKinney's pitch is a ball thrown down by Simmons and up towards the foul side of third base to Meek, who does make the catch. 3-1 to count. Send Dewald to third on a stolen base. So runner at third now with 1 out. That is Dewald. Notre Dame has already tallied once on a couple of hits here in the top of the 6th to lead it 9-1. 3-1 to the batter. McKinney's coming to him. Oop, and that one plunked him or is behind him. Either way, I think it did hit him. Either way, he's going to first. I'll put a hit by a pitch. First and third now with 1 out. That is the third hit batter in the game by Warrior pitching. Going to bring up 7th spot in the order, number 10, Curtis Randall, sophomore first baseman. He's 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored on the day. Simmons signaling defense to his infield with, once again, runners at first and third here for Notre Dame with 1 out. McKinney to face Randall. Will he go to first? There goes the runner. He's coming home. Low, a ball. Simmons will check the runner at third, not throw to second, and everybody is safe. 1-0 to Randall. So put Humphrey to second on a stolen base. Second and third now with 1 out. 19th pitch will be the next one for McKinney in the top of 6. Here he comes. That one swing and a miss by Randall. Might have been a foul tip. I don't know. It's a strike either way. Held on to by Simmons. Count even at 1-1 to the batter, Curtis Randall, the sophomore first baseman. Second and third one out for Notre Dame. McKinney to Randall. Grounded, foul, third base side. 1-2 to Randall. No double play in order right now for the Warriors unless you catch a line drive and get a runner too far away. No force out anywhere. McKinney would love a strikeout for the second out of the inning. Then he could just take the easy one at first on the next batter. It runs 10 and 11 to make it a 10-run game for Notre Dame out there right now. That's high from McKinney to Randall. 2-2. It's even. So if those two manage to score, it would be 11-1, and the Warriors would be down to their last ups. Here comes McKinney. Nope, too far outside. Simmons into the left-handed batter's box to glove that one. Full now, 3-2 to Randall. So McKinney in danger of loading him up with a ball. He's got to come in there if he wants to avoid that, and that's too far outside. So Randall draws a 1-out walk to load him. Second walk issued by McKinney. Fourth walk issued by Warrior pitching today. So they're loaded with 1 out. Notre Dame has already tallied 1 here in the top of the 6th for the 8th man in the order, number 18, Payne Protzman. He is 1 for 2 with a single run scored in there from the right side. He'll ground one. Reed Kite gloves it at short, and he's not going to be able to get anybody. Throws to first, but it's not in time. Infield hit for Protzman and an RBI. Second run of the inning on the third hit. Score Dewald on the play, and everybody else moves up. Humphrey to third, Randall to second. It's 10-1 Notre Dame here as we play in the top of the 6th. So Protzman, an RBI infield hit. And the next batter is hit on the first pitch. That is Warner. He'll get an RBI. Go to first, score Humphrey on the play. Another run in the inning without a hit. Move Randall to third, Protzman to second. It's now, just like I was talking about, a 10-run game at 11-1. Burlington Notre Dame as we play with 1 out in the top of the 6th. So the Warner hit by a pitch scores 1. And top of the order now, Haberichter, 26th pitch of the inning with the bases still loaded, is high and outside for Haberichter, 1-0. On the day, Landry Haberichter, he is 2 for 3. A couple singles, 2 runs scored. He's also drawn a walk. Runners still first, second, and third. That one low and in to Haberichter, 2-0. No place to put him either. Warriors will need to cut this deficit to under 10 to play the 7th. They'll have last ups in the bottom of the 6th, but it's a 10-run lead right now for Notre Dame, 11-1. McKinney out of the windup with the bases loaded. That pitch flied to center. Krieg Kite going back. He appears to be underneath it. He'll make the catch. Runners will tag, and everybody, throw goes to the shortstop. Everybody moves up. So Haberichter, a sac fly, RBI. He is the second out of the inning on the sac fly to Krieg Kite in center. Score Randall on the play. Move Protzman to third. Warner to second. It's 12-1. Notre Dame with the lead on the Haberichter sac fly. First pitch to the next batter, Reed, is they've batted around now, is a called strike one. Second spot in the order, number 1, Garrison Reed, freshman, shortstop. He's in there from the right side, second and third, now 2 out. He'll swing and send that pitch, base hit, out to center field. Creekite in to field it on a couple of hops. It's going to score 2. It is a 2 RBI single, scoring Protzman and Warner to make it 14-1, Burlington Notre Dame. Couple of RBIs for Reed. The Reed single scores 2 on the 30th pitch. So far in the inning, I'm going to have to recount. That's the 6th run for Notre Dame here in the top of 6 to break it open, 14-1. And looks like Nolan Harriman going to go out to play right for Keegan Young. We'll get the rest of the changes. But in the inning, four hits, 6 runs, given up by McKinney. He's walked 2, hit a batter on 30 pitches. And Ron Walker might be sensing this one is out of hand. Might be looking to get some people some playing time. I think McKinney is going to... We'll keep it right here because I don't think it's a pitching change. So... next batter for Notre Dame is going to be the 3 spot in the order, number 21, Kyler Cameron, freshman catcher. It'll be a second time batting here in the inning. On the day, he is 1 for 3. A single reached on an error, also drawn a walk. So the changes, I saw Harriman go out to right for Young. Keegan Young was out there playing right. It's, I think, 6. Nolan Harriman will make that change in the book out there right now. And McKinney going to stay on the mound. I think everybody else stayed put, as far as I can tell. So, the 10th batter of the inning, they batted around. Here's Cameron with his second plate appearance here in the top of the 6th. That's bounced in there. Skipped away from Simmons on a wild pitch. 1-0 to Cameron. Send Reed to second on the wild pitch. That is, believe it or not, the first wild pitch of the day as far as I can tell by Warrior pitching. 32nd pitch of the inning coming up next for the lefty McKinney. Grounded right back up the middle. Couple of bounces. Reed Kite over behind second, gloves, throws. And they get him. Well, that's a nice play by the freshman behind second base, ranging to his left to glove that, and a strong throw over to Kirkhart at first. So Cameron responsible for a couple of outs in the inning. He was thrown out at home. So he is the 3rd out. Notre Dame needs a bat in the 7th. It would be 4, 5, 6, Olison, Dewald, Humphrey for the Nikes. But the Warriors are going to have to score 4 to cut this to under 10 to keep it going. That's a 6-3 putout. So in the inning, Notre Dame, best I can tell, 6 runs on 4 hits. I don't think there were any errors by the Warriors, and Notre Dame ends up leaving 1. 32 pitches for McKinney to get the Warriors through the 6th. It was messy. Bottom of the 6th coming at you after this 60-second break. 14-1. Notre Dame with the lead. They'll need to get under 10 runs to keep playing in the 7th. Warriors have 8, 9, and 1 due up. Boley, Meek, and Kite, the top of the order. Back with you. Let's take a 30-second break. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Autumnal Radio Group, YouTube, Sports Channel.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Autumnal Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you inside the Autumnal Radio broadcast booth after a messy inning for the Warriors. Ball one on a low pitch to Parker Bowley in the bottom of the sixth. 1-0, the count. Warner back out there to start work in his sixth inning. Out of the windup, the 1-0. Bowley lines one to the left. Going to get down past the left fielder. Bowley streaking around first. He's digging for two. Here comes the throw, and it's in time. Boy, that was a nice throw out there by Olison on line to second, and Bowley is gunned down. Going to be a single. We'll give him. And then he's thrown out at second, trying to stretch it to a double. 7-4 on the put out there. Should have held up. Boy, I thought he was going to have two, and that's a strong throw. Swing and a miss to Meek. Then next batter for the Warriors here in the bottom of the sixth, 0-1. Bowley 1 for 2 now on the day with that single and a strikeout. Meek 0 for 1 with a strikeout, just his second time up. That's how good Warner has been. Out of the windup, here he comes. That's in there. Quickly 0-2 to Meek. The 0-2. Foul tip into the catcher's mitt, and he hung on. Swinging strikeout of Jackson Meek is the second out of the inning. That is the sixth, I believe. Let's count them. 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeout of the day for Warner. So the Warriors down to their last out, trailing at 14-1 here in the bottom of the sixth. 2 outs, nobody on. For the top of the order, Krieg Kite, who is 1 for 2 on the day with a double and a run scored. Warner looking for a 6-inning complete game here. Here he comes to Kite. Low on the first pitch, sixth pitch of the inning. He started the inning with 64. He's just up to 70. Pitch count in good shape. 1-0 to Kite. That's Krieg Kite up there. Reed Kite made that nice play to end that top of the sixth for the Warrior D. Here comes Warner again inside on a fastball. Snapped the glove of the catcher Cameron. Still pretty good velocity for Warner. 2-0 to Krieg Kite. But I guess it should be on just his 71st pitch of the game. Warner ready again, the 2-0 to Cree. Fly ball. Haber-Richter in center field. Second baseman back. Who wants it? Haber-Richter runs in. Make the catch behind second base. Cree Kite, the third out of the inning on the fly out to center fielder Landry Haber-Richter. And that should end this one 14-1 after 6 innings of play. Warriors, well, he faced the minimum. He didn't retire him in order, but Parker Bowley with that singles tried to stretch it to get to second, was thrown out, so it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and nobody left on 8 pitches for Warner to get the win. He ends up with a game total of 72. So it's a final at 6:53, we'll call it. Notre Dame Nikes defeat the Van Buren County Warriors by a score of 14-1. Another 10-run rule game for the Warriors. That offense still unable to get going today. So that'll take us to the post-game show. Weather is nice right now. Probably should be able to get a pretty good JV game in, so that's good for the kids as they moved up the varsity game to 5 o'clock to fear that. Rain might be coming in later tonight. Post-game show brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready-mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. We'll take a 3-minute break because I need some time to get the totals and summaries ready for you. We'll come back and do the post-game show brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball. They lose it today to the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes here at the Ferguson in Keogh, 14-1. Back with you in 3 minutes. This is Warrior Baseball right here on the Intemel Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
When you're rolling through the beautiful hills of Van Buren County, make a stop in Dowd's at Dowd's Quick Stop. Open every day. This month, try our pizza flavor of the month, buffalo chicken. Grab a large one-topping pizza and 8 wings for just $19. Or try the cheeseburger meal deal. Burger, fries, and a 32-ounce drink for only $11. And don't miss the open-air cooler loaded with wraps, salads, pickle wraps, deviled eggs, and dessert. Dowd's Quick Stop. Good food, great people, right in the heart of scenic Van Buren County.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we are back with you here. Atomo Radio broadcast booth from the Norman Kissling Press Box with assistance from the Hoagland Foundation. Perkins Field, the Ferguson Sports Complex here in Keosauqua, Iowa, where the Warriors are defeated today by the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes by a score of 14-1. Let's get you some totals for Notre Dame. 14 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They leave 7 for the Warriors. 1 run on 2 hits, 2 errors, nobody left on base for Van Buren County. Time of the game today was 1 hour and 52 minutes. Winning pitcher Tatum Warner. The losing pitcher will be Hunter Stevens. Let's turn to the scoring summary. Well, I can tell you a little bit more about the pitching effort today. Tatum Warner, the winner, goes 6 strong innings, giving up 1 run on 2 hits. He struck out 6 on 72 game total pitches. Hunter Stevens takes the loss, going 3 1/3, giving up 7 runs on 7 hits. He had a strikeout, a hit batter on 72 also game total pitches for him. Let's get you a scoring summary. Top of the first, Garrison Reed sac fly scored the first run of the game, 1-0 Notre Dame. A D-Wald fly ball with an E7 for the Warriors scored the second. It was 2-0 Notre Dame after a half of an inning. The Warriors got their lone run. Bottom of the first, Reed Kite, an RBI ground out, scored 1 to make it 2-1 after an inning, Notre Dame with the lead. Top of the third, Eli Olison sac fly scored 1 to make it 3-1 Burlington Notre Dame. Then a D-Wald sac fly scored another to make it 4-1 Burlington Notre Dame after 2.5. In the top of the fourth, a bases loaded walk by Reed made it 5-1 Burlington Notre Dame. Then a Cameron fly ball with an E7 scored another to make it 6-1. In the top of the fourth, Olison RBI ground out scored another to make it 7-1 after 3.5. Top of the fifth, Warner again added a fielder's choice ground out scored another. It was 8-1. That was after 4.5. In the top of the sixth, a D-Wald RBI single scored a run to make it 9-1. Protzman RBI infield hit made it 10-1. A Warner hit by a pitch made it 11-1. Haber Richter sac fly scored a run to make it 12-1. And then the Reed single scored 2 to make it 14-1. And that's how it ended up today. And we've got our guests coming up to talk to us here in the post-game show, brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready-mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. All right, we got head coach Ron Walker. Get the headsets out, and today's starting pitcher for the Warriors, Hunter Stevens. I'm going to chat with them in the post-game show here today. I'm going to turn so I can actually talk to these guys. Get you guys some volume. Can you hear us okay?
Yes.
All right, first of all, Coach Ron Walker, head coach of the Warrior boys varsity baseball team, and Hunter Stevens, thanks for taking some time to come up and talk to us in the post-game show today. Yeah, it was a tough one for the Warriors today on the scoreboard, but as you say so many times that you're just not concerned about who you're playing. You just got to do the things that the Warriors do to enable you to win games. And I just wanted to ask you, were you able to find something good, take it away and talk to the kids in there in the outfield about what you saw today, something that you can take and move forward? Because we got a quick turnaround, weather permitting, tomorrow. We're right back to play Fort Madison here. So were you, even though the score was lopsided, I'm going to forget about that. Did you see something in the effort that you liked today, or just something that you were able to tell the kids to build on going into tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I thought it was a win for our program. We understand it's a process for us being a young team, and we got a lot of good things out today. I thought our hitters came ready to attack, putting some balls in play, some right at them.
Yeah.
But we also hit a lot of foul balls, foul pitches off of 2 strikes.
Yeah.
And that's a sign of competing. And again, a pretty decent arm against a good team. And what kind of like last night, we were in a game for a good portion of it until late, and
right.
That's growing pains. So,
like we talked about at Pekin, it was a closer feel to the game than what the score ended up, I guess, last night in that post-game interview. And today, too, I mean, the last inning was the messy one, but it was, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I guess 8-1 after that. And with a Warrior rally, I mean, you find yourself right back in it. So the last inning kind of got away from you guys there a little bit, but let's turn to Hunter and talk about his effort on the mound today.
Yeah, I thought he did pretty good.
Third time out, I think. Can you feel your confidence growing? Yeah. Maybe Coach can step in and talk about that, too. Can you see his confidence growing every time that he takes a mound?
Yeah, absolutely. It's getting his feet wet and more confident every time he gets out there. And, early on, even going back to January in bullpens, one bad pitch would lead to 2 or 3 bad pitches. And now we're 1 pitch at a time. If he has a bad pitch or gives up a long hit or something, it's flushed and on the next pitch and competing well.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to compliment you, Hunter, on a good effort. I mean, 3 1/3 against that lineup. That's no easy task, against Notre Dame. You guys knew that, that would be tough coming into it. But I just want to say congratulations to you on a good effort today. Coach, back to you. I thought Notre Dame was able to kind of use their bunting attack today to effect a good effect for them, I guess. That grass was really killing it.
Yeah.
Killing the ball. It wasn't getting maybe the rolls that you would, expect to see off of some of those bunts. And they put them in good spots, to their credit. And it was tough for the defense to just get there and have a play to make somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Chiprez does a great job with them. Been around for a long time, and there's not much you can do about them bunts. Well executed, and tip your hat to them.
Sure.
Just part of the game, and we got to make the plays. We talked about, we know we're not a good enough team to overcome multiple mistakes and be able to stay in a game, and that's kind of what's been our Achilles heel this year is 3 or 4 mistakes that leads to 5, 6 runs, and it's just too much for us to overcome right now.
Were you happy with the coverage, like where the guys were on those bunts, even though that ball was dying in a great spot, and they just, even though your defense was hustling to it, there just wasn't a play to be made? But were you happy with the way the guys, whatever coverage you're calling, like when they're putting a bunt into play, were you happy with where your players ended up?
Yeah, I mean,
at the end there, to be in position, I guess, if there was an out to be made.
Yeah, I mean, I think Landry, leadoff hitter, he won a state champion in 100. And he plays a perfect bunt. What do you do? Last week he's hitting in the 4-hole, so you got to respect his power.
Sure.
Just an all-around good baseball player. So you kind of pick your poison, what you want to try to take away and not, and so forth. And they executed. But I mean, our guys were there. Just there was no play to be made.
Sure. I just wanted to check with you and see how you felt about. I hear you calling, signaling plays to the defense when you're 1st and 3rd, or maybe if you sense a bunt that's coming on. So I just wanted to. That's why I asked that, just to check and see if the kids are grasping what defensive coverages you're playing. You know what I mean? I mean, whether your kids are in the position or not today, those bunts, there wasn't much you could do with them. But that's why I asked, just to make sure that you're happy with the the way that the kids are performing on the field.
Yeah, I'm happy with where we're at. Would I like to be further along? Yeah, absolutely. But I also have to understand that, we're 2 weeks ago, we didn't have everyone out of practice yet.
Right.
And, last week we played, 4 ball games, we had 1 practice, and then this week we have 3 practices.
Sure.
So, bunt coverage, first and thirds, pick moves, all that's kind of lagging right now, but that's all right. We're all new to the program, and we're taking baby steps and growing together.
Yeah. And maybe the next step for the offense, like you had commented on, a lot of foul balls today that went right, which would indicate to me that the hitters are maybe a little bit behind. Did you see that too? Maybe a little bit behind on the timing, or waiting for a breaking ball, and then they had to try to react to a fastball?
Well, it's no secret. We have a 4 through 7 approach. We cut the plate in half, middle away, and that's our goal and plan is to try to take the ball gap to gap, slash the other way. So that's a good big sign that we're growing as well. So they're good swings, and we try to work from them.
Yeah. So the next step, I guess, in my mind for that Warrior offense would be on those foul balls to start slashing those and have them end up in fair territory. That's probably what you would like to see as a coach, whether it be to that right center field gap or down the line, because that's just going to move runners along for you guys and not have them end up in foul territory.
Yeah. Beginning of the year when we started talking about our hitting approach, Creek Height tells me I'm dead pole, coach. I can't hit it nowhere but dead pole, and tonight he gets his second double to right field.
And he had a double last night as well.
Yeah, double last night down the line, and he doubled first night out here against Keartuck to right center field, and so good things, and they're growing and starting to buy in and starting to feel it a little bit.
Sure. Do you feel like the kids, is it just a matter of putting more quality at bats together to string them together so you can have an inning where you put a crooked number up there? You know what I mean? Is that maybe just the next step as far as the offense goes as well, to having a big inning?
Yeah, I think that helps tremendously. We've chased a lot this year, been behind. I mean, I think twice we've had to lead this year, and we kind of ran with it both games.
Right.
If we don't fall behind early, if we make the plays we're supposed to, we're not chasing. We start having to chase 3 or 4 runs. It starts to become a mountain for us, and then we press a little bit, both offensively and defensively.
Okay. Hunter, I want to ask you again, just on the mound today, what did you feel like you had that was working good for you? I assume you throw at least a couple of different pitches. Were you on the same page with Caden, your catcher, all day?
Yeah, pretty much. A lot of two-seam fastballs.
Did you?
Yeah, a couple of curveballs.
How did you feel like your command was today?
It was there.
Pretty good. Yeah. Did you feel like Notre Dame was? They just maybe made.
They're really good hitting team.
Yeah,
for sure.
Even on some of so-called pitchers' pitches, were they able to just adjust and put them in play? Yeah. So I mean, a valuable experience for you as we go through this season. Just being a freshman. So look forward to your next appearance on the mound. However many days Coach will let you rest. I mean, I know the pitching count starts over on Sunday, but we got a busy week next week, so we'll be looking for you to take the mound again. I think that'll be your 4th appearance of the year. So you're gaining confidence as you go, and we'll certainly be looking forward to another good appearance. The next time, I called you southpaw lefty today. Next time you get out there on the mound and pitch for the Warriors. So just want to congratulate you on a good 3 1/3 innings effort today.
Thank you.
All right, Coach, right back to you. Get you out of here on this one. No rest for the wicked.
No, sure isn't.
Tomorrow, weather permitting, hopefully we can get it in with Fort Madison. They'll come over, and it's scheduled for a noon start. And like I said, hopefully the thunderstorms or whatever's coming our way will hold off, and the Warriors can have another chance at a victory right back here at the Ferguson.
Yeah, we had a little fun last night. Of course, that's a lot of them guys is my old coaching staff at Fort Madison, and we stopped at McDonald's last night in Fairfield, and lo and behold, they're at the counter in front of us, so they got to order all before us and let the chirping begin.
Sure.
So a lot of fun, and looking forward to it.
Did you tell them that was the only hospitality that you were going to let them have?
That's right.
Order before them, and when they come over to play, it won't be so easy.
Yeah, we're going to leave the garbage can full of the dugout, stinking tomorrow and stuff. So
sure. Yeah, well, any just thoughts about what you might see from Fort Madison tomorrow? I mean, any scouting report yet? Or
I mean, I think we're looking at ourselves in the mirror. With them.
Are they fairly young as well? I didn't do any stats for them.
Yeah, they're fairly young. Coach Shinstock, he does a lot of the same small ball, hit and run. And so forth. So it's going to be a matter of who wants to execute tomorrow and shows up to compete, and looking forward to it. I like our chances.
All right. Well, we're going to be here, of course, to cover it for you. We're looking for another good day of baseball tomorrow. The Warriors with another chance to add a notch in that victory column. We'd sure like to see you guys put another one there soon, and hopefully tomorrow. So they're going to be right back here at the Ferguson to take on the Fort Madison Bloodhounds. Hopefully the weather cooperates with us. Guys, thanks for taking some time to talk with us in the postgame show. As always, it's much appreciated. And Hunter, congratulations on a good effort today. And even though I know it was in a losing effort, hopefully you just keep gaining more valuable experience. And we'll be looking for a strong performance from you the next time you take the mound.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. That's head coach Ron Walker and today's starting pitcher for the Warriors, Hunter Stevens, taking some time to talk to us in the postgame show. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yep. Thank you. Yep. Appreciate it. Thanks, Coach. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yep. I'll send you stats.
Appreciate it, guys. Sorry
All right. Oh, no problem. That was actually, compared to sometimes what we have to deal with the baseball schedule, that was plenty of time, plenty of notification from athletic director Jen Fett and head coach Ron Walker letting us know that the start time today was going to be changed because of maybe some rain tonight. But we got the game in. Looks like the JV is going to have a nice night, hopefully for some baseball as well. We'll take one more break. What do we need? What do we got to get in? We need another 3-minute break to finish playing all of our ads from our wonderful sponsors. So we'll do that. Then we'll come back and wrap up this broadcast. Put the finishing touches on it one final time here from the Ferguson tonight, where the Warriors lose to Notre Dame by a score of 14-1. Back with you in 3 minutes to close it out. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Atemo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets. 2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atemo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you one final time from the Atemo Radio broadcast booth at the Ferguson Sports Complex here in the Kissling Press Box, Keosauqua, Iowa, where we've completed the boys' varsity baseball action for you for the evening right here on the Atemo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel. The Warriors lose it to Burlington and Notre Dame. Get you the totals one final time here. Notre Dame 14 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They leave 7. The Warriors 1 run on 2 hits, 2 errors. They don't leave anybody. Winning pitchers Tatum Warner, the losing pitcher Hunter Stevens in a game that took 1 hour 52 minutes. And it was really quite a pleasant evening for a ball game, weather holding off for us, so we appreciate that. 1 hour 52 minutes to complete the game on the varsity side of things tonight. So after tonight's action, Notre Dame improves to 4-4 on the year. They're 3-1 on the road. Conference 4-2 for the Nikes. They're in action next week, Monday. June 8th, they're at home versus Pekin. That should be an interesting one. 7 p.m. first pitch there. For the Warriors, they fall to 2-6 on the year, 1-2 at home. They're 0-4 in the South Division of the Southeast Iowa Super Conference. Next action for us, we're right back at it tomorrow, June 6th, the Saturday, home for Fort Madison to play the Bloodhounds. A scheduled noon first pitch. We'll see what the weather does. Check social media outlets if it's a threat of rain in the morning. Maybe they'll move it up. I'm not sure how early Fort Madison could get here if needed. But right now it's scheduled for a noon first pitch for varsity. That means AJ and I on the air with a pregame show about 11:30ish or so, and I will have first pitch, the Fort Madison Bloodhounds coming to town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors tomorrow. Saturday baseball for you. That's the next action for the Warriors. So as we start to close this broadcast down, wanted to thank one more time head coach Ron Walker and today's starting pitcher for the Warriors, Hunter Stevens, to come talk to us in the post-game show. This will about finish up the post-game show, brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix. Delivering affordable ready-mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. I'd like to thank all of our viewers today. We were streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports channel. If you chose to tune in, make this broadcast part of your evening on Friday, June 5th, 2026, hey, a big thanks for doing so. You know that we couldn't do it without you. If you got us on, maybe somebody in the car has us tuned in through Bluetooth or Apple CarPlay, and you're listening to the postgame show on your way home, please make sure you drive safely. AJ and I, we won't be far behind you. I'd like to thank all our sponsors, as I always do here in the post-game show. Run through them for you one final time. The Van Buren County Community School District, Crane Concrete Ready Mix, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, The Complexion Company, Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski, Cranston Family Funeral Home, Van Buren County Hospital, Simply Remarkable, Dixon's Mattress Outlet in Bloomfield, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's, Smithburg Automotive, Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive, and First Iowa State Bank of Albia. If you're in need of some local business and you're a consumer in the area, please make sure that you give these sponsors a chance. They're a huge part of why these broadcasts can be brought to you and viewed through the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports channel. If you're not currently a sponsor of Warrior Sports, but it's something that would interest you, you got to get a hold of Margie at AttumwaRadio.com. She'd be more than happy to set you up with an ads package that's to your liking. You can feel good about getting your business name some airtime. Feel even better about sponsoring Van Buren County Warrior Sports. Once again, if you'd like to sponsor Warrior Sports, get a hold of Margie at AttumwaRadio.com. One more time, the totals and finals for you. Burlington Notre Dame 14 on 11, no errors, 7 left. The Warriors 1 on 2 hits, 2 errors. They leave nobody. Winning pitcher Warner, losing pitcher Hunter Stevens. Time in the game 1 hour, 52 minutes. Next broadcast, like I just mentioned, about 11:30, hopefully tomorrow morning for a 12 o'clock noon first pitch. The Fort Madison Bloodhounds coming to town for a non-conference matchup to face our Warriors right here at the Ferguson Sports Complex, Perkins Field in Keosauqua, Iowa. So that's going to about do it here for us. On behalf of my cameraman and on-site producer, the incomparable, one and only, Mr. A.J. Rowe, my name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play voice of Van Buren County Warrior Sports. On behalf of both of us, we'll both wish you a very pleasant rest of your Friday evening. Say so long to you from the Ferguson Sports Complex here in Keosauqua, Iowa, where the Warriors lose to the Nikes 14-1. We'll talk to you next tomorrow morning. Short night, and we will be right back at it. Hopefully the Warriors can notch one in the win column tomorrow against the Fort Madison Bloodhounds right back here at the Ferguson, 11:30, right around there for the pregame. So, until then, you've been tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live tonight on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports channel from the Ferguson Sports Complex here in Keosauqua, Iowa, where the Warriors are defeated by the Nikes 14-1. Good evening, Warrior fans.